I gained 25 since the wedding, so I'm on it hard.
When did you get married?
2.5 years ago.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
That's 12 pounds a year.
Yeah.
How old are you?
That sounds pretty bad. Pound a year. That's a way to think of it.
That's a pound a month.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. A pound a month. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you 48?
41.
Oh yeah, you got
42.
around. You gotta stop fucking around because it'll keep going.
When I'm 42, y'all better call me 42 Doug.
42 who?
You remember
Doug?
him?
You know I remember him well. I saved his little ass.
Yo, having to ask you remember him about 42 Doug is fucked up. I feel bad about that.
He was so mad I told that story.
What? About them putting the cup on his ass?
No, about when Offset fired on his motherfucking ass.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm thinking of like his ex-girlfriend at one point had a video where she was like, you got a little fat ass. They could sit a cup on that shit.
You know what's crazy? I can't knock her as a female for saying that. But as a man,
because you notice that he has a nice ass?
No,
a
as a
shelf
man,
life ass.
As a man, you're not supposed to be like
having
that conversation.
She's saying it to him.
I didn't realize till I got out of prison.
And she's talking shit like after it didn't work out.
But I didn't realize till I got out of prison that women actually check men's asses out. I didn't know that shit.
I think it says a lot about you. And that's why I think that my flat ass is really like, I probably should get the BBL. Take some of the fat, put it in my ass, just as long as it's not flabby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't like this plan?
That's crazy.
I want a bigger ass.
Yeah, that's it. TMI. Oh.
Why are you drinking coconut water? Are you trying to get your cum tasting better?
My what?
That's what they say it's good for.
You know what male semen tastes like?
I mean, I have an idea, but not anyone else's.
Yo, what? That's some real white boy shit. Y'all do that kind of shit?
I might have tried a dab back in the day.
You taste your own semen?
Just a little.
Oh my God. That's
know you're working with, you know?
That shit is.
I feel like the only thing you don't want to taste is shit. I took a dab of piss.
Hey, you know what? You serious too.
But you don't care about your cum tasting good?
Hey, bro, listen.
R&B seems like she's probably gulping down loads of it every day.
That's a conversation
5,
for me and my
day?
queen, my nigga.
How many nuts a day you running through?
You know what I'm saying? What's up with your editor, though?
What about him?
Can I ask you something?
He lost. Okay, for the record, Michael lost 8 pounds. Michael is generally, it seems like he's considered to be like the most handsome guy on The Office, and Wack likes to talk about him because I think you're kind of fucking with his vibe.
No, I just walked in. I noticed his face was sunk in. I'm like, nigga, you off that Bristol?
He said he lost 8 pounds. He's been working out. He's very big into the gym. If you follow on my Instagram, he's always in the gym.
Hey, yo, the show you doing Aunt Hefe and Munchie B.
Yeah.
Is that like our show? Y'all do it and then edit it and put it up, or is that?
No, it's live.
Oh, that show was live.
That's why we did not know that Munchie was locked up, and then we start doing the show. We start talking about it.
Not back there.
All of a sudden, somebody finds the paperwork like instantly.
No, the show in here, not the news. You and Aunt Hefe and Munchie.
The rooms, like the idea is that this is supposed to be the regular podcast and the No Jumper show, and then that's supposed to be the news. But in reality, it's much easier to have like 7 or 8 people on mic in there. So a lot of times that ends up being the room that we use for like a lot of stuff lately because we have more.
So
this is like 4 people max.
Yes, I thought they do the news and then y'all had your own shit. That's not what's going on.
It's just the news is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon.
And then they do this with you Tuesday, right?
Yeah, and then they also do another episode of it Thursday, which we could basically just call the news.
But the Tuesday show is like it's pre-recorded, is it live?
No, it's live.
So everything you do with Munchie B is live.
Yes.
Because I was gonna call you a bitch ass nigga.
Why is that?
Because I felt like it should have been some edits.
It's live again.
Yeah, I mean if it's live, you can't control it.
But why? What was said?
Not what was said.
He wasn't even here last week.
What was seen.
Oh.
Because that's gonna work against him now.
Listen.
The same shit happened to Brick. Remember they in the paperwork they said they found the same whoop-de-whoop he had, you know, but that's on them. Like they got Munchie, I mean shit, he be scratching and shit a lot. I think it's his nerves or something. I don't think he realized it, but I was like, man, I wonder if that show was like live or was that a pre-recorded? Because if it's pre-recorded, Adam's a bitch ass nigga.
I mean, a lot of blind men need a stick. You see him walking down the street like this?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Munchie just has a different kind of stick.
I had a Snoopy Badass call me. We kind of like bumped heads a little bit.
That's your podcast partner.
But
You
he was
guys
like-
are content buddies now.
No, what I'm saying is he was like, bro, how you bail out? I said, bro, there's nothing wrong with a bail. You get a bail for a murder. Now, with something a little different is this dude getting ORs. And then I had the exposers go like dig into his history. We got all his history. This fool got a gang of ORs.
Wait, who?
The Peanut Butter Man.
Oh, so wait, and then OR is what for the
On
record?
reconnaissance.
Okay.
That's like if you went to jail, right? Say Lena called the police on you, right? You went. They're gonna give you an OR. You ain't got no criminal history. It ain't no serious violence or none of that shit. A motherfucker with priors, ex-con, known gang member, gang files, with prior guns and all this shit, and you been to prison, this nigga got about 4-5 ORs. You're gonna get a bail. Like you're gonna have to bond out. A OR just a signature and you out, no money up, no nothing. So
what's your big idea? What's the reason why he's been given this favorable treatment?
I think it's the grid shit he does.
Okay. Not the
Or whatever
blind
that thing he said he does.
They're not just taking it easy on him because he's blind?
No, hell no. They got a
That's not how it
medical
works.
unit. They don't give, you know how many motherfuckers just rolling around on the yard and walking with sticks? There's motherfuckers in there with one legs, one arms, eye gone.
I don't think I've ever asked Munchie about these allegations that he's in some way involved with the grid program. I assume he's probably talked about it on this other podcast a bunch.
He got on the phone with 600. It might have been me or 600. Might have been 600. And he said, yeah, I get paid to be familiar with families. And he says, I'll go around if it's a problem in niggas' hoods. I get all the information. I put it in the app and I send it in and they pay me. That's what he said. And then the other dude, Skip, he tried to clear it up, but you can't clear it up because it's one of them programs. It's nobody that lives a street life that should be recording or sending in any information to any app about anything to any type of government, anything, whether it's the mayor, whether it's the police, whether it's whatever. You can't, and like Skip tried to get up there and lie and say, well, they wouldn't know as Munchie B sending in information. Now, here goes the thing. Everybody knows if you're getting paid from LA County or any other type of entity like that, right? He said, we can have him registered as his birthday. No, nigga, Social Security, first, middle, last, all that's there because they got to report who they paying, right? So, I mean, I just, I got word on how they did him. They lined his ass up.
Oh, wait, so you know about this? You know how he got arrested with the gun?
They lined his ass too.
What happened?
Now, it's obvious, Munch is doing Munch. But what they tell me, 2 of his homies, 2 G's, was with him. They seen the police.
Okay.
And they seen him approaching. And before they tried to walk away and feared they gonna get searched, they left the thing by him. So I believe he got action at beating one of them, right? Because if they print one of them, I believe it ain't gonna come back him. And then the other one might be him. But that's kind of crazy, like to be with your homies, B team, and you blind, and they supposed to be with you to have your back for, and they leave.
Where are they hanging out?
They leave it by.
Where could this have been?
Well, I didn't ask him that. They just called and told me the 2 motherfuckers that did it, and they was laughing about this shit.
They're real ones?
G's.
Real G's. Real Compton City G's.
No, they ain't
real
from Compton. They from Inglewood. So I'm just sitting there scratching my head. I'm like, damn. It's like, but you know what, bro? It ain't no different. When we used to grow up, people was selling dope in the park and all that. Motherfuckers would throw their rocks right by you and run.
It would be so convenient if you guys could get along, but instead it's like Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior just battling for
Ain't ultimate. That nigga wear a
the
buck 40.
heavyweight belt.
Yeah, we have buck 40.
No, you and him are like the blood Game of Thrones.
I'll put him on. I'll put the dude on.
How?
Listen, we in Rockstar room, right? What's the little weirdo dude that didn't work with the district attorney? Alex Alonzo, right? The nigga that got rolled up, marked out in the doves, right? PC'd up. I pack his ass up on Clubhouse so bad, he struck all my media team. When at Rockstar got a clip up explaining that, hey, I didn't know Wack was going to do you like that, right? Couple days later, Munchie coming in, trying to question me about some issues I got with somebody else. I packed him up bad. It was bad. To his mother or grandmother came in the back saying, boy, you're using up all the Wi-Fi. You could hear this shit in the background. So I didn't win at Alex. A couple days or a week later, I go at Munchie. Next thing I know, these dudes trauma bond. And Alex brings him to his show and starts letting him work up there.
That's how they started.
That's how they started.
I'm sure they will reject that version of events.
Okay, I tell you what, this is what we can do.
I like it.
This is what we can do.
Okay.
We can show Munchie's first day working with Alex.
What they were talking about?
His first day. No, this is his first day.
So you're saying that...
And we can show when I pack Alex up, pack Munchie up, is right prior to. Next thing you know, wasn't nobody talking about no fucking Munchie B. I made him go viral.
Their podcast was created as an op pod to Wack.
That's a fact. They trauma bonded.
Okay. Trauma bonded is hilarious.
Bro, that's some real shit. And then the crazy part about Alex, he's scared to have a conversation with me. Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, shit. He's a very intelligent
He thinks you
dude.
are like the son of Satan.
Yeah, where you get this shit from?
I notice right now for some reason that you have trickery and deceit tattooed on your arms, which honestly, Alex Alonso should probably use that in one of his anti-Wack monologues.
Okay, this tattoo.
His next speech.
I got when I was, PPB I got when I was 13.
Yeah, I could tell that's pretty old.
That's 35 years ago. And at 14, I got chosen few. That's when we started our clique, the Baby Gangsters.
Okay.
When it was just 12 of us.
Why trickery and deceit? You're like bragging about that's basically your dedication to slime life.
I'm breaking it down to you.
Slime life Wack.
When I got PPB, it was the whole hood. Right? I get put on at 12, 13, I get PPB. It's the whole hood. 14, I get chosen few. When we start our clique, I start to realize that some of these dudes ain't on what we own. If you can't trust some of these dudes, some of these niggas is telling they protecting these dudes. These niggas is weird. So we created a clique called the Baby Gangsters, right? We was like, we don't even want to ever be called OGs. Like even today, we'll call ourselves original Baby Gangsters. We won't call ourselves OGs, right? So that's where Chosen Few come from. Chosen Few of PPB is who I stand for and represent. Why? Because of the trickery and deceit. Niggas was selected politicking because he's this dude's uncle or this dude's brother. He committed this infraction, but because of that, they looked the other way. But then the other homie, y'all want to dog him out. So we created our own clique amongst ourselves, and we was kind of a gang within the gang. If you fucked with us, we didn't give a fuck if you was from the set or not. We was going to treat you like an op bad. Okay. And one thing about my clique and crew right now today, we got 2-3 of us resting in peace. 2-3 of us doing life without. The rest of us is on the street. And ain't nobody got no smut on them right now today. Okay. Right now today, so
good to know. Hey, as long as we're talking Pyru business, I said happy birthday to Third, I believe. I think it was Third, and I put on pie emoji, kangaroo emoji, and I had a couple of non-Pyrus hit me up saying, "Hey, that's how you diss them."
That ain't how you diss nobody.
Nothing with like a pie emoji or anything? Okay.
Nah, I mean,
I was like, I thought we were on, because I had previously said that to you and you laughed, so I was like, I don't think that's a diss.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck. That's probably some out of town dudes, bro.
Okay.
You know, you get these dudes, they talk different, they think different. Like, I'm going to tell you what irritates the shit out of me.
Okay.
When they say, are you blood?
Are you a blood?
No, are you blood? They be like, are you blood? It's kind of like you in an ESL class.
How should they say it?
That ain't how we talk.
You blood?
You know what I'm saying?
What if they take out the R? Just you blood?
Yeah, that's just weird.
That sounds stupid too?
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like they don't talk like that. Just, homie,
what do you say? What you bang?
Nah,
where you from?
Homie?
Okay, where you from, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where you from is scary.
Yeah, where you from? You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
I will admit that I do have a sort of real appreciation of how you diss people, even though I don't use any of those.
Who diss people?
Just like the different terms that you can use to diss.
Oh yeah, shit's crazy.
It's just kind of fascinating.
And for the record, I hope Munchie B beat these cases. I do not want to see Munchie B go to prison.
Free all the No Jumper hosts.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's like it's already one thing to be in the cell, but to be in the cell in darkness, that's a different type of trip.
Somebody was saying that he would just get sent to like medical right away because
no, he's going to go to the medical side of the county, but when he go to the penitentiary, your ass going to the yard.
Yeah.
You know how many niggas in did 20 years and never walked the yard? You know why? You know you do 20 years and don't walk the yard?
Because you got issues out there?
Because you in a wheelchair. You roll in the yard.
Roll the yard, okay.
They don't give a fuck if you commit a crime and they got you. You going to go do that time.
You want to know the best diss, though, that I heard? Somebody told me that if you want to diss the IE, you call them ice cream eaters.
Yeah, that's some new shit. Shout out to the IE.
You ever heard that before?
My nigga Pooh Nanny, my nigga Silent.
Somebody DM me and told me to use that. I'm like, are you fucking
I don't know
kidding me?
nothing about that. All I do know is this, though.
Who doesn't like ice cream? Come on now.
What I do know is this. People underestimate it. They murder rate is higher than ours. It's a lot of real big gangs out there. One of the most gangsters, moves that I've met and did time with in prison is Pooh Nanny from Valley Bloods. Straight up, I didn't watch him do everything you could do. He did killed motherfuckers in there and went to the shoe behind it. He didn't knock he didn't rob. The homie is a straight warrior, straight rider. He one of the most gangsters dude I did some time with. And then, True Car Brother Silent. Good dude, real good dude. I forget where he's from, but they neighborhood is real big. It's a lot of gangs in IE. So shout out to Beast.
Was Pooh Nanny, was he intentionally named that?
He OG Pooh Nanny. Like, you got to remember, a lot of these names.
A reference.
A lot of these names
they were
today it means something different. Pooh Nanny probably about 55, 56,
so
58.
So that did not mean vagina.
Like Wack. No, it didn't. Like Wack didn't mean what it mean today. So
Adam 22 didn't mean what it means today. Today it means greatness.
Yeah,
At the time, it was just a name with a number after it.
I mean, it was like one Adam 12. That was the
22 mentality. No,
that was 12. Chips.
That was what Gumby was trying to.
That was Chips.
No, Gumby told me that he checked out my porn and he was very impressed. He's like, I like you. He's like, not like that. No.
I tried to keep saying he like you.
Not like that. He just told me more like, you really doing your thing.
After looking at your porn, he said he likes you.
More like he's like impressed that I'm
maybe he's trying to like get you to consider him for your wife. He could be trying to make a move.
Off an E-pill? He could be in there all night.
With his mouth twisted like this.
I couldn't believe you asked him that. I couldn't believe you got him to admit that.
What? You think? Look, Adam, listen, one thing you're an asshole. I'm a fucked up asshole. I'm going to say the shit you think I ain't going to say. There's no way you going to sit around me and some shit going on and I ain't gonna say it. You know why? Because it's a good chance I'm gonna talk about it on Clubhouse. So if I talked about it on Clubhouse and now you in front of me, I look like a bitch ass nigga not saying it. If you in front of me and I don't talk about it, and then I go to Clubhouse to talk about it, I look like a bitch ass nigga. So like Gorilla Hebrew, and he survived.
The fact that he came in here was pretty hilarious.
No, he survived.
Yeah.
Listen.
We got the work.
Oh, listen.
Wait.
Yeah, Gorilla Hebrew shit.
There's more stuff that's emerged.
Yo.
Nah.
Gorilla got to come back. His wife wants to come. She said his ass was lying. She was in the motherfucking chat, bro.
His ex.
Listen,
his former wife.
You want to see the threat? That was in your chat. Your chat.
She said she's going to expose what?
Bro, she said she got audio and video. You a lie. This
is the ex-wife of Gorilla Hebrew, and this is alleged.
Ain't no alleged.
The broad in question, he told a whole lot of lies. If y'all want to interview free of charge, I'd be willing to do that, and I'll bring all the receipts, including the ones he doesn't know about, that include audio and more. Text messages with context. He just won't stop lying on me. I'll help him. He gonna beg y'all to not let me do it. I don't know if he's really like I'm not really into interviewing people's spurned ex-lovers.
No, hold on.
And I don't know if he's really like that famous, to be real.
Oh, Gorilla Hebrew?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean,
listen, okay, Adam, hear me out.
Right.
You know this. Like, I don't know shit about the BMX world, right?
Right.
But you understand that's a whole nother type of following. He is what Captain Cesariot is to the Israelites on the East Coast.
Okay.
He's that on the West.
Okay.
He's huge. And then
she
sent over all the text messages. These shits is foul.
So you think you're doing gay shit or just...
Hey, listen, this is what the wife's saying. She said
throws the glasses on.
Listen.
It's definitely like, if you're into that sort of like Black Power... almost like religious, like type of world. I mean, being exposed for any kind of gay shit just doesn't seem like it's going to work out. I'm going to be real. It's not exactly the most open-minded group of people when it comes to that sort of thing. But he seems like a nice guy, man. God and Gumby. That's what he told me. God and Gumby. That was on stream.
Yo, What's your feedback? It was good, especially when you stroked me. It wasn't as sensual as I thought it would be, though, but I liked how you made it more sensual, and that makes sense. You were kind of tense, babe. This hurted him. I don't know how else to be in that position. Laughing my ass off. How you get me in that position? He says, you're a woman. That's a very natural position for you. You have the greatest posture ever also. Okay, babe, do you feel awkward? This is something we're going to have to figure out that works best. You're like, yo, she's out. Listen, bro, he called her a liar on the live, but I got in the room when I heard his name. We ran the content on Clubhouse. So it was no way. So when we were talking about it, I guess she got in the chat and she saying she got audio and video and she had come up here. So,
and for the record, you have no reason to dislike him aside from just wanting to expose his proclivities.
No, I have nothing
for content.
Listen,
ruin his life.
I have nothing against Gorilla Hebrew.
Okay.
Nothing. I knew his name before I knew who he was. A very respectable name. But Captain Tazariot had brought the content on Clubhouse, and I believe he knew that. So when they said Gorilla Hebrew, and I went to say something, Flacco tried to shut me down. No.
Because they had a previous agreement that they wouldn't talk about that. Even though I kind of assumed the chat was probably talking about it, right?
This is no jumper.
Hey, you didn't have an agreement with him. You had an agreement with Flacco.
This is no jumper, okay? Yeah. You do understand what that means. It's an oxymoron about people who can't make the basket. Okay?
Yeah, it is kind of a reference to that, yeah.
Yes, right? So that means we're rejects in our own little way, especially when it comes to following instructions. Right? Ain't no way, but at the end of the day, my thing is this, bro, if you gize in any kind of wheeze, then ease on it. Whoa. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Cause it's not is it.
What is that?
Listen, right? So I'm saying you have to own your truth.
Yeah. So you just want him to be open about what he's into.
Well, when I asked him about it, I got cap on the thing, as you see. You know me. You knew when you saw my bald head ass in the back. One thing you know, if Wack is in the back, some shit gonna go on.
If you found out that some random person who works at No Jumper liked to get fucked in the ass, would you expose that? An off-camera personality.
Depend on it. Do they like deny it?
Yeah, they're like known for being a straight person. They've never talked about it, but then the ex-girlfriend hits you up.
We already know what Lush be doing.
Like your friend Michael.
Listen, we already know what Lush be doing, bro. So at the end of the day, we already, I mean, you don't want to put it out there, so I
don't know anything. Hey, if Lush gets pegged, that's news to me.
No, that's my dog. Let me stop.
I'm into it, for sure.
Let me stop fucking around and trolling this shit. But
no, let's peg Lush, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, let's do it.
Lush ain't into that. Listen.
We don't know.
Lush fuck bitches. Listen, I don't know. I mean, depend on, because some dudes, I really think that's just their world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Is somebody in the office like that?
No, but in the past, I've had situations where I like found out something about somebody's sexuality, and just me being me, I was like, oh, okay.
Somebody told you, or you just?
You know, people gossip about each other a lot. And like here and there, somebody will be like, you know, so-and-so did this with so-and-so. And I'll be like, okay, they work for me, so I'm just going to act like I didn't hear that, but I'm not going to make content.
No, I'm just saying, look, she, I guess, was watching, heard him call her a broad and lying, and she said she got audio and video. Now, she sent some text messages. She sent them text messages to Captain Tazariot, and Cap sent them to me, but
he's not going to be the one exposing it.
I mean, shit, he can be here too. I don't give a fuck. No, shit. I mean, you read it. I didn't ask her to contact us. By the way, contact us.
Well, honestly, though, this is a litmus test, because one thing we know about LA street gangs, you can't be gay. But
that's cap.
Can you get pegged in the ass by your own wife who you're in a consensual adult relationship with? I mean, that, to me, like, that's not DP worthy.
This was the
You've
problem.
already been DP'd.
Okay, this was the problem. The text messages prior to that said, how you want to hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with?
He's saying, don't use a strap-on that's bigger than my dick.
They already got it.
Right.
They got it.
He's mad at it. He's looking at the strap on. He's thinking, no, that's too big.
But then
I want to get a smaller one. Let's go back to Amazon.
This text message says, I was uncomfortable in that position. And she says, but you always get me in that position. He says, but you're a woman.
Yeah, well, he was sick of fucking her ass and he wanted to get his banged out.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. He got a right to defend himself. I don't know.
Sex. Hey, man, is what it is. I'm in the porn world. It ain't even really that weird to me. It's a little weird finding out that somebody from the gang world does that kind of shit.
Yeah, but I don't understand. But see, he's an Israelite, so he really ain't. I know he come from over there, but I don't think he's supposed to be
That's a big
part
dude
of that.
to be getting pegged.
To be part of that.
He's a tall drink of water to be getting bent over.
But yeah, that's look. I don't know. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
I don't know the lady. You know, she tripping, and I don't know what's going on, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you up on the are you up on the Kanye shit?
What's going on with Kanye? We got a lot of good topics we can talk about today. What's up with Kanye?
Okay, well, Kanye,
otherwise known as Ye.
Nico Ballesteros.
Who's that? Oh, the kid who's making the documentary about him.
Ain't no making.
He already made it.
Bro, it's already slated and scheduled for September 19 release. And Regal, Cinemark, and AMC theaters, 1,000 screens. It's scheduled. It's in there. An hour and 45 minutes. And I'm like, yo, ain't no way you gonna play with Ye like that. He gonna shut that shit down. But then I thought about it. For Regal, for Cinemark, and the other spot to get involved, for sure the documentation had to be there. So I started researching and asking questions, and they like, every day he filmed, it got signed off on. So it's rightfully his shit. An hour and 45 minutes, and I said, was it Ye bashing? They said no. It's Ye truth. The dark side and the light.
Well, the part of it that I read was basically...
You see the trailer?
I didn't see it. I saw a description of it, and they were saying that the biggest part is that him and Kim were like screaming at each other to the point where she was basically describing him as having devolved mentally into this point that he was at now, which I feel like that's kind of like one of the central contentions about Kanye is like his fans want to believe that all of his present behavior is just the product of him being this genius mastermind.
Did you hear the trailer?
I didn't see it. You want me to watch it right now?
Did you hear
We could probably watch it on the screen.
Here, let me send it to you. You don't gotta edit shit out.
Why? This is fair use. I mean,
don't have to edit nothing out.
They're gonna come.
No, they're not.
No.
My word, they're not.
Oh, okay. On Pyro.
So you can send it to bro. The trailer's in there. They're not gonna edit nothing out. Trust me. Yeah, the trailer's in that clip I just sent you.
All right.
But this shit is crazy. It's an hour and 45 minutes. Dude said he tailed Ye for like 4 or 5 years. Young kid. I'm trying to get him to come in the interview.
Whoa.
He's out of Orange County, I believe.
Just emailed to see him. Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Yeah, we're good with that.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who have worked with Kanye who have kind of told me about some crazy shit behind the scenes. But the idea of it all coming to the surface,
bro,
that's exciting.
You got to remember, this is unseen shit because only his camera caught it.
Yeah.
An hour and 40. Now I'm gonna be real.
You don't get a lot of documentaries like this.
No, at all. Like this is. Okay. But me knowing Ye, if Ye signed off, he don't care.
It's only a minute.
It's just a trailer.
Here we go.
I'm off my meds for 5 months now.
Your personality was not like this a few years ago.
It's a calling by the universe.
Never tell me I'm gonna wake up one day and have nothing.
We can talk about that later, but...
It ain't no but.
When I went to the hospital, one of the ideas was to do a church.
Yeah, I just been embarrassed or ashamed to cry, man.
When we're at the prisons professing how Jesus can set you free, it's true. Thank you, Jesus. I decided to run. I almost killed my daughter.
I'd rather be dead than to be on medication.
Either they destroy me or I destroy it.
It's a sad dream.
They're killing our ability to think outside of the box.
I'm almost like a masochist.
I write whatever I want, when I want. It's words.
You know, the best thing about being an artist and bipolar, anything
It's called
you
In
say,
Whose
it's
Name?
an art piece.
Look,
Wow, September 19th.
it's set already.
Oh,
1,000 screens.
Oh, I hope I'm not out of town. I want to go on the night it comes out. That sounds sick.
You want to see if they want me to find out if they're doing some type of
Yes.
yeah, well, I can get us in there, no problem.
Wow.
This is why I'm trying to
crazy.
tell you, you can leave that in there.
See, this
No
is what
problem.
we need. Is we need content of Kanye from the perspective of a normal person who's not SNSD, who's not sucking up to him, who doesn't have anything to gain from him, but wants to actually like show what he's really like.
Bro, and you got to remember, this kid, he's one of them kind of like quiet, weird, but creative kids. So he's catching everything. And for Ye to keep him around that long, he was good at what he was doing. Because you usually get a 90-day run with Ye, and he fires everybody.
Yeah.
And I guess Ye signed off on it daily.
But has Kanye tried to stop this in current times?
It's just starting to get out there. They only released that like a week ago.
Really?
It's fresh.
So he's not doing anything to try to stop it, because you feel like, especially with seeing his
Well,
kids
I will
in
tell
it,
you this.
that he would maybe.
It's
care.
the reason why I know that they won't take this out of here, because
They've got worse shit.
a legal team that I'm very familiar with, that is very, very, very acknowledged and good at what they do in entertainment law. As I was reading the information on this, they're kind of tied to it. And this legal team ain't doing nothing that's not clear. They're not doing nothing. They have helped me out drastically over the last 20 years. I know them. And when I seen it, I kind of called in and had a conversation with them. And I'm like, bro, you don't think? They like, everything signed off on. They're like, Wack, it's, Rico and Cinemark and all them studios, they're not letting you go into their screens,
Right.
unless you turn everything. So I'm like, well, I'm thinking maybe it's a 45-minute, hour and 45 minutes, continuous. And I asked him, is it Ye bashing? He said, no, it's Ye truth. And one thing I know about Ye, we know he's very outspoken, and he don't care about his truth. His truth is his truth. Whether you like it or not, that's what makes him authentic.
Okay, but you in the past have really been a bit of a Ye glazer. And now you're
No, I'm a Ye-
promoting this documentary that he may or may not want out.
No, this is the thing. Ye is not stupid. Ye is very tedious when it comes to his business. The fact that he signed off over all these years, right? It ain't that dude gathered some content and he's putting it out behind his back. Ye signed off. That's him saying, this is yours. Do what you're gonna do with it. Me knowing, I know Ye, like Ye ain't, bro, you not finna get Ye to sign off on nothing. For one, Ye ain't doing nothing that he don't wanna do. You got to kill Ye. You're never gonna force Ye to do anything he don't wanna do. You got to kill him.
So you don't think that he wanted a final edit? Because that, from my perspective, that's usually what it comes down to, is that you can either do an interview and it just
I'ma
comes
tell you what
out,
was
or
crazy.
you can do an interview and they get final edit and then it comes out.
But here's the thing. Ye in some of this, as you see, he's commentating. Now, about 6 months ago, I get a text from this dude. He said, Wack, I think I might have told you about this. He said, bro, we just brought a storage and it's all Ye's dats and drives, all kind of shit. We trying to sell it. I said, did y'all contact Ye? Ye say he don't want it. Do what you want to do with it. So, and then I seen this. So I seen a few people I knew that was tied into it. When I called in, I'm like, bro, y'all know that this is going to be a problem. He signed off on everything.
Well, another person who was featured in that who really, really cares about how they're presented publicly is Kim Kardashian. I wonder, is she signing on waivers every day?
This is one
And do you
thing-
have to get waivers every day?
This is one thing I'm going to tell you.
She probably doesn't want this era. of
No,
her
this is
life
one thing
out
I
there.
want to tell you. People change. But I believe at that time, you got to understand, Ye is Ye, Kim is Kim. You're dealing with two superpowers in their own right when it comes to this industry, right?
Right.
If Kim don't want to be on camera, she ain't going to let the camera happen.
Right.
I don't give a shit what Ye say.
That's what's so crazy about it is that from my perspective, say I agree to let some guy follow me around for a month filming damn near everything, and then me and my girl get in a fight. The first thing I'm doing is saying, cameraman, outside.
But
we're about to fight.
But
especially if you're as famous as them, this is the last thing you want people to see.
But for whatever reason,
yeah. No, it's amazing.
They allow him to be there.
Crazy. I mean, if he had been there for so long, maybe they just bought into the idea. Hey, we're going to put out this piece of content that's so real that it's going to have everything.
Listen, this is what I'm seeing. I'm looking at it. I believe whatever paperwork was signed, it blanketed everything because it's not just Ye, it's Kim, and it's their children, it looks like.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of kids.
Not only that, all those people, you know, in the church thing, in prison, all that, I'm pretty sure when they came, it was people signing releases. Like this kid, not only is he not stupid, but he has a powerhouse legal team behind him.
Right.
Sing. They not playing.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to put out something like this, you'd probably want to have them in your back pocket for sure. Let me bring this up because I want to get to other stuff, but first we have to talk about this. The great Hoover RICO of 2025. Crazy.
Well, I don't think
not exclusive to the Hoovers. A lot of Hoovering going on, but
it's only one that ain't a Hoover, I think.
Right. P4K up in the mix.
See, here's the thing with this, right?
They needed a celebrity.
We was talking about this on Clubhouse, right? This is what's ugly and dangerous about this.
Right.
You have, first of all, you had a Fed in the building.
Who?
First of all.
Loose cannon?
No. Loose ain't got nothing to do with this.
You're putting that on Brick.
No.
Who?
The lady.
Tanea.
Why
do you think that about her? She is blowing me up right now, horrified by a lot of the things that people are saying about her.
Well, let's break it down.
Let's hear the argument.
Let's break it down. Nova, which is the daughter.
Her 15-year-old daughter who is a prostitute.
Hold on. The daughter has been named as one of the minors.
How do you know that? I haven't seen any evidence of that. I see a lot of YouTube titles, but
it's in the paperwork.
Wait, really?
And it gives a description of dude that you name, the one that's not a Hoover, assaulting the kid with braces. Right? So let's continue. Why Tanea is a Fed. And I'm going to clean it up after I call her a Fed because I have to.
Okay.
Right? Tanea got 6 kids. 3 of them, she knows the individual that really want them kids, but the fighting court is what it is.
Snoopy.
When the police come on the scene and snatch a minor off a host roll, and there's content out there with that minor saying, I learned these things from my mother. Whole interviews. And they approach that mother and say, we're going to take all your kids based upon this. Or you cooperate with us and let us wire her up. Let us put her to work. The police cannot put a minor to work out there in that type of situation unless the parents sign off on that. It can't happen.
Really?
They can't persuade the minor to work. The parents have to be in agreement with this. Her last child is by allegedly a dude from Hoover. She's over there with him, right? So they have already figured out, based upon the paperwork they got, that Nova is one of the main ones that was working and tying things together.
Okay.
They have also figured out that it was done because the mother gave them the right to do that. This is why you see the little dude that Damn Homies interviewed, and Damn Homies been on our A game. The little dude from Hoover, which...
ATM Richie?
Yeah, Richie, and I tried to tell him in the comments, slow down, but he got a little emotional because him and the little blood dude is tight.
Okay.
And the dude went to say, yeah, the little bitch Nova, this is what he's saying, now what I'm saying, is the main one lining the home, her and her mama. So this is information that's coming from the people that's been locked up. Now here's the flip side to this. You're not gonna hear me call Tanea a snitch or Nova a snitch? I say Tanea was working with the feds because why? All these is crimes against the minors.
Right.
So there's no attack on either one of them because this whole situation, this where it gets dangerous.
So this is different than your usual exposing because you don't feel like she did anything unethical. I mean, who could judge a mom?
I can't say that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You can kind of judge her a little bit because she comes as one thing, acts as another, and doing some other shit, right? But again, because it's involving minors, we can't say, hey, you this, you this, you that. Definitely can't say one word to Nova. We can't do any of that, right? Now, here's what's dangerous. When you got, let's say, 11 people, and I'm assuming all 11 have these sex trafficking and sex crimes on minors. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? But you got 11 people with sex trafficking charge on minors, right? Watch me, Adam. They have committed crimes that it says in prison, you are a reject and you are bad and you will be dealt with, right?
That's the gang code.
I wouldn't give a damn if they keep it solid. Your crime on the paperwork says you got an issue coming. So now this is where it gets dangerous. Do I face the issue for 20 or 30 years because I know the crime I'm being charged with says they're going to do something to me wherever I go? Or do I just start telling now because either way it goes, I'm bad. Either way it goes, when you go to that main yard, they're going to deal with you as if you're a snitch, a rapist, a pedophile, because you have charges involving minors.
Okay, but we're talking about P4K right now, right? Or all these
all
people in
of them.
general. Okay, but do you actually believe that there's enough integrity and consistency within the gang community to take somebody who's from a reputable area? I'm assuming people respect him in general. He's high profile, et cetera, to actually stand on business with that. Because I feel like a lot of these people really pick and choose.
Let me tell you something, bro.
So you think his life will be hell?
Let me tell everybody, every entertainment, every rapper understand this, bro. If you high profile on the street as a rapper, a ball player, an actor, right? You ain't high profile to the individual that's running them yards. They're high profile and they're not gonna allow you, only thing you gonna do is pay. They don't give, nigga, what? You stepping on the yard of a motherfucker been there 15, 20, 25, 30 years.
Right.
They the stars of this yard. They the dominant on this yard. You did wrong. Any wrong you did, they're gonna use against you to make you pay or punish you. The bottom line is, like it or not, everybody that has been named in that RICO, whoever they may be, with sex trafficking and sex crimes on minors, is already bad. You're already, it's gonna be dealt with. So now, if that's already the case, do you say, do I roll the dice on getting dealt with 20 years, or do I start telling on shit to get it down to 5 or 10 years?
So you're basically predicting that everybody on this case is going to tell.
If they don't tell, it does them no good, because you're already bad. You're already a reject. You got it coming. So now it's like, do I keep it gangster, don't tell, go in here and get stabbed up and risk it for 20, 25 years? Or do I tell and try to get it down to 5 to 10 and get out 3 to 6 or 7 to avoid those other years to be possibly getting dealt with in here? You have committed a crime that makes you bad when you turn into a prisoner. It's not a bank robbery. This is not pimping a dope.
And based on what you know, there's no negotiating, there's no pleading your case, there's no, hey, I did this, but I didn't do that. And
you want me to tell you the most nastiest part about this?
Okay, let's be real. Like, we all know a lot of people who get passes in the civilian world for all kinds of shit.
You're not in the civilian world.
Because they're popular, because they're able to talk their way out of shit. You're saying that that's not the dynamic.
You're not, because see, this is how this works. They in the feds, right? They're going to be part of the Cali Court.
Okay.
You got some Crips and Bloods in there that ain't going for it. And then if they do go for it, you got the DC card in there that's gonna be like, hey, homie, we need to see that work.
Oh.
Right? You ain't no sliding through. You understand what I'm telling you? So the nastiest part about this whole case is I seen something I have never seen before.
What's that?
Branding a minor. Yo, that special circumstance, I guarantee you is gonna tack on another 10 to 20.
So just the tattoos that are kind of common in the pimp world?
No.
But because that's an actual charge?
Branding a minor. See, me or you cannot take a minor to a tattoo shop and get them a tattoo without the parents' consent.
Right.
So they're showing where these minors, are like 8 to 9 of them, got tattoos of these individual people's names, and they're calling it branding. And what's so ugly about this is usually that is a term that was used from something else to us. They are charging these black people with branding little black girls. Branding, this is a separate charge.
It's wild because that shit, if you watch enough Soft White Underbelly interviews, you know this is kind of normal. There's girls on there who have like a pimp's name, it's crossed out and covered up. They get another name
Women
up here.
or little girls?
That's crossed out and covered up. They get another one. No, I'm talking about women, but I'm not surprised at all that they're doing it to young girls.
That's different.
Yeah.
When you dealing with a minor, right? Unless they can show the parents gave consent for this child to get this tattoo on their body, and they're lining it up saying, this name is your gang moniker, this name is your gang moniker, and so on and so forth. So this is a really nasty case because...
Wait, they're putting their gang logos on the girls too?
Their names, like their names and shit. So if you was...
Imagine banging a chick with a big Astros logo on their forehead.
Bro, no, that they probably could have got away with. Minor got Wack 100 right here, and they got me dead bang, whooping her ass, phone taps, recordings, and all this stuff. That's branding the minor.
Tattooing your name on a minor's face for sure seems like a bad idea.
Bro, you didn't see it? They did it in
maybe
bright...
They didn't think it through too much.
They did it in bright colors.
Wait, really? What the Yo, the craziest shit I saw was that they would go to Santa Barbara, and I don't know exactly who's being accused of this, but they would go to Santa Barbara to the prostitution area, the host stroll, pick a bitch up, boom, they hit the road, they're on the freeway, they bring her all the way back here. She's kidnapped.
That's kidnapped.
She might never come back.
County lines.
Yeah. That's
now
insane.
you're in Ventura County to LA County.
That's fucking crazy.
These, listen, I believe this is going to be like one of them 25 to 100 years type of situations.
That bad? What the fuck? Wow.
Bro, you got pimping a minor, crossing county lines, assault on a minor. Some of them had sex with these minors, branding a minor, giving the minor drugs.
Yeah. It's crazy because...
And it's RICO'd, so now everything is amplified.
So many rappers talk about pimping. So many different personalities who are on podcasts, etc. They talk about the game. They talk about all this shit. They make it sound so cool. But whenever you actually start to delve into the details of what this actually consists of, and they act like, I'm not going to talk about this because it's so federal. I don't want to get in trouble. No, you don't want to talk about it because it's so gross that any normal person is going to be fucking horrified.
I mean, bro, you got your nerve. You employed a pimp at one time.
I did, yeah. And he never really went into detail about what he was doing.
He said he was an ex-pimp. So that means that's points for you.
I mean, his aura is gone. Ain't no girls falling for whatever he's selling anymore.
I mean, damn, homies killed him off. Damn, homie.
In high school, you was the man, homie. No, Sharp, in your mid-30s, you was the man, homie. The f*** happened to him?
Yo, listen, this is bad, it's ugly. And one thing I was saying today, I'm like, damn, bro. When the last time we talked about a hit song coming out the West? Everything's either somebody snitched, it's a RICO, or somebody getting exposed. When's the last time we talked about a hit song? Goddamn, not like us.
Would you be upset if I tipped off the police about Sharp? I think that there's
that's not cool.
There's another RICO that they could probably put together for him.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Sharp, all right.
All right. No, this is definitely one of the crazy. But you've been around a lot longer than me. Is this one of many anti-prostitution RICOs that you've seen drop over the years?
This is the first prostitution on minors I've seen drop. And what's ugly about this, it goes back to 2021.
Oh, right.
And I believe the young lady, whoever she
Lady Duck,
is going to get the most time, and I'm going to tell you why. From my understanding, the rap news, street politics thing, that's it.
Yeah.
He don't like me too much, but hey, bro, I appreciate your content. I don't know what I did to you, but you do great content. I watch your stuff. He said that she's in jail already for like 30 flocks.
Oh, yeah.
So dealing with the feds, they go off, they go off that chart.
Prior offenses.
So the fact that she got that going on, it's only going to amplify this stuff over there. And they got her as the ringleader. She got a few brands on some of the minors.
Yeah.
And then I think they had a wiretap where dude was like, if you don't want to buy her, we're going to sell her organs.
I know, which is so crazy because that's probably one of the most salacious things in this. But it doesn't suggest that they did that. It just suggests that she was in communication with someone who suggested that they might do that. And that her response was, well, let me see them.
What she looked like. But we don't know if she brought her.
Yeah.
We don't know. We're going to see that when the other paperwork comes out.
That just stood out to me a lot as like, oh, okay, they're trying to make this sound as crazy as they possibly can. Because that detail, like, why aren't they going after the person who told her that they were thinking about selling this girl's organs to Mexico?
I'm going to be real. For all we know, that person that told her that could have been an undercover fed.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder how much of that is really happening.
All that's going to be in there. It was like 400 some overt acts. And I'm going to be real. Like when we talking about the streets, how it's hypocritical. There's no way that people in that section or people on Fig didn't see minors. It's one dude, it's like a pimp dude I be seeing every now and then on Instagram where he's chasing the young kids off of Fig.
Really?
Get your ass out of here. Like he's really like a pimp, but he chases the kids out of there. So my thing is, do you believe, Adam, that people over there didn't know that these young kids was out there hoeing and that these dudes was really interacting with them? I don't believe that it was a secret.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, maybe you could look at some girls and not be able to tell. But for the most part, I mean, I doubt that this was just some
14,
massive secret.
15.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's no way. Of course, people had to know. I mean, I have heard people say that they take that super seriously on the blade because that's like the number one thing that could fuck the blade up.
Like you did.
But
Trump.
I doubt it really. They do arrests. They get rid of them. I mean, I'm sure it attracts that kind of attention, but it's not getting the whole blade shut down.
No, bullshit.
Maybe now, yeah.
Trump said, I'm shutting down Figueroa.
Yeah.
When the president is talking about shutting down, now this is the dude who sent ICE.
Yeah.
He gonna shut that, like, bro, I don't know, bro, because I don't know how the blade works. I've only I took R&B down there about 6 months ago. She was like, what's this Fig stuff? So I took her from Imperial all the way down to Olympia. I turned down Manchester because she wanted to see where dude was murdered at.
Do you sample any of the local products?
I don't know.
No? Why you got ice water? Like it's a full block of ice.
I don't with that. You got them, fool. This is within the freezer. Jeez. I had to let him know. But she was tripping because I didn't let her know we was on Fig, so I'm just driving real slow. And when we got to like the Devil Lanes, like 110th, 109th, she was like, oh my God, what the hell? The lady's butt naked. She just has lace on. Like they're literally just with lace walking down the street. I said, we've been on Fig since we made that right
Shout out to all of the social media content creators, the TikTokers, etc., who go out there. They take like beautiful photos of these girls just like standing on the street, and they like will do TikToks with like, the camera on their car so they can just like film all the girls standing there. And it's like, you just get such a crazy window into what this.
You see the midget? They got a little midget be out there.
For real?
Crazy.
Shit, everybody got to get their hustle on.
Yeah, I mean, end of the day, listen, I hope that that RICO is nasty because we don't know. I haven't seen how these type of things turn out.
Okay, this is the thing that's unique about this is that if there's a RICO that drops tomorrow on, or like when the 60s RICO happened or whatever, everybody, even though that was also complicated, but it's like
the main dude that got brick caught up is dead too.
But the general tone of all that is, yo, free the homies. Even though we can all agree that murder is wrong, that extortion is wrong, etc., it's still an overall vibe of like, damn, that sucks, man. When you find out that they're dropping a RICO where they're taking tons of dudes who were pimping underage girls off the streets,
the Richie dude said?
You can't help but look at that and say like, damn, that's what law enforcement should be doing. This is a net positive for the city.
You heard what dude said?
No, what?
He's like, yeah, that's my homie, but I don't fuck with that shit they in there for.
Yeah, everybody, even Baby Stone Gorillas, they had to say, hey,
we don't fuck
with this.
And for the record, this ain't the Baby Stone Gorillas did nothing.
No.
It's the individual that happened to be part of their group, associated with them, did whatever they was doing. But end of the day,
he's just the famous one. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be any real famous people in this.
At the end of the day, this is not about who's famous, it's about the victims. Because we dealing with minors. And all those people going to say, well, Wack, they wanted to get out there. Yeah, but we can't encourage that.
I mean, look at Tanea. Her version of the story is that she's basically fighting to get her daughter away from this life. What, you just don't believe her in general?
No.
You think she wants her in that life?
I think she don't care. The daughter says she learned a lot of her things from her mama.
Maybe in a general sense. I don't think Tanea was ever a blade walker.
Have you, what?
I mean, she says. I don't know what to believe.
Huh?
What, you got proof? You got the work?
She very vindictive, bro. She might be the reason why old Crip Mac got caught up.
They caught him with mad guns.
I'm hearing if you cross her, she will line you. But guess what? Guess what Crip Mac probably showed her? Guess what she probably knew? Where did Crip Mac get caught at? Why did he get pulled over?
Where did he get?
Why did they approach him?
I don't know.
Was it random? Gotta think about it.
Probably because it's Crip Mac, Just like, you don't need any reason besides that.
I hear that...
You're Crip Mac, I'm pulling you over.
I hear that somewhere in along the lines, Faux Extras said he wasn't coming back. I don't know where I'm hearing it from.
I think it was a Baby Runner interview where Baby Runner said that...
You were insensitive.
Yeah, he basically said that for him, and everybody kind of ran with it,
Because you let the people come up here and say things.
I guess like he was upset about the fact that on the Tuesday show after he blew his hand off that King Pill was on there, which he was not normally on there. I'm sure he could have probably lived with the fact that Munchie was on there because I had been doing the pod with Munchie for many months at that point. But we went back and we actually checked the tapes. We checked that episode. Trap Lord Ross did a full review. I did a review. There's really almost nothing that you could point at and say like, oh, that's offensive. That's Adam saying something fucked up. There's really, and even King Pill, the only thing he said was, hey man, this is what happens when you piss off the fade god. You piss off the fade god, they take your hand. And even Munchie didn't really say anything offensive on the pod.
You gotta own your shit.
No, I am. But there's just nothing.
Why you gotta own your shit? You bullshitting right now.
No, I'm not.
Because
find the clip. We're issuing a challenge. Find the clip
of King Pill.
Sure.
Right? You lined him up with Aunt Hefe because King Pill didn't want to talk about Faux Extras.
No, King Pill was bitching about how all the topics sucked in general.
No, he didn't want to talk about Faux Extras. He was like, okay, well, since you don't want to talk about that, let's talk about this diss song.
That's not literally what happened.
It went like that. So
in a much more general sense,
if you would have had it your way, it would have been more Faux Extra.
No. This is my thing. If we do a podcast and there's a topic to talk about, you should probably be able to talk about it, especially if it's something explosive, no pun intended. If it's something that's like a big story, you should be able to talk about it, have something to say. So when King Pill basically like gave like a crappy 10-second thought about it, and then said that all the topics in general sucked, which keep in mind, that was the same week that Mellow Bucks' party got shot up and all these people died. There was like a ton of viral shit that weekend to talk about. And that was why I told him basically like, hey, so, okay, here's a topic. Why'd you delete the gang diss instead of your song?
Like, well, since you want the camera on you, I'll get it. Right, but Adam, let's keep it real.
Actually, I kind of impressed myself with that as a podcast. That's pretty
let's
good.
keep it real, Adam.
Oh, you don't like the topics? How about you taking all these
let's
gang
keep it
disses out of
real.
your song? That's good.
Camera, I need you to zoom in on
Because it was true. It was no cap.
Camera.
Or no bap, sorry.
To the people on No Jumper, right? Listen, when you come in here to this table or to that back room, right? You are all potentially content, right? No Jumper is a content building. It is founded by Adam 22, a white guy who had enough swag to tap into the rap community in a great way and build this, and he has offered and groomed and gave jobs to a lot of people, paying them six-figure who ordinarily would have made that type of legal money. But do not get it twisted. Adam don't give a fuck about you. You don't come before the content. Listen, I'm keeping it real in front of him. At the end of the day, ain't nobody safe. If it's going down, and it's talked about on the blogs, Adam like this, shit, if Act talking about it and they talking about it and you part of this building, we should really be able to talk about it. This is how he sees it. He's not gonna see what we see or under. This is not none of our neighborhoods. Adam is not your homeboy from your neighborhood. You may have a friendship with him. You may have a working relationship with him. It's maybe 2 or 3 people he have gotten a little closer to. But other than that, he's quite defensive because some people he got very close to turned around and bit him. So I get it. It'll probably take a lifetime for you to die, him to die, to him to say, hey, this dude kept it 100 with me all the way through. But do not come up in here with no sentimental shit. You sentimental thugs and sentimental gangsters, that's on you for thinking for 1 second Adam wasn't going to choose the content over your feelings.
I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but it is kind of funny being a grown man and hearing people be like, damn, I thought we was homies. And it's like, I knew you for 2 months. I knew, it's like, okay, you did? You thought that? Like, I thought you seem like you take friendship more serious than that.
What did I tell you?
And it's not like I'm setting them up. It's just like, listen, if you capping, if you bapping, you might get turned into content.
You don't remember what I told you when I seen you with the New York, with King Pill and them, right?
What?
You said, yeah, Wack. He's doing the video, such and such. I said, Adam, listen, Faux Extras and took you over there to his neighborhood. That means something. I said, I'm going to keep it real with you. He probably caught a little flack from that, and he ate that. If you go
challenging him to the boxing match.
If you go over there to his neighborhood in a video and they diss him, they're gonna be looking at nephew crazy and you crazy.
But that was after New York. Is that then
after New York
they went to his hood?
Yeah, they did all that bullshit,
with
right?
Hawk.
And what you did,
Hawk.
you did then what they expected you to do when his hand got fucked up. You opted out of going over there. Lush went over there, whatever.
I still haven't been to Pomona.
But
my life hasn't been the same.
In Adam's eyes,
I should have took Munchie B off the Tuesday show. Hey, you take a break so that Faux Extras' hand can heal.
No, you can't take Munchie B off no show because.
But you think bringing King Pill? But the thing is that was the plan.
No, I think if you would have said something back to him in defense of Faux Extras, they wouldn't have looked at it bad. But it looked like you kind of brought him on there. Shit, go at him. It's content. Why didn't you have Bro Rogan on that show? Bro would have defended. Bro was on the, but why you didn't bring Bro Rogan on there? Because he would have defended.
He probably wouldn't have sat down with Munchie, right?
Bullshit. If he knew that there was a possibility that they was finna be going at Faux Extras, Bro Rogan would have definitely sat there, and I think it would have been better content because it would have balanced it out.
Well, okay. As long as you want to politic Faux Extras, let me tell you something. I think he's going to have a harsh realization that things were better when he was on the No Jumper payroll. And I'm going to tell you why. According to Munchie, at one point, he said that he had a friend, ran into Faux Extra, was talking to him about what he's planning on doing in terms of entertainment, everything like that. And Faux Extra said, I'm working on a cartoon and I'm working on a documentary. Now, one of those things has kind of already happened because Trapolo Ross put out a Faux Extra documentary.
And it's hard to outdo and outrun a Trapolo Ross.
What I'm saying is it's going to be hard to create a documentary that does better than Traplo Ross is doing with his 1.4 million subscribers. And I had a word with Traplo Ross, and to him, this video not hitting 200,000 views in 6 days, to him, very upsetting.
People's not interested.
It's just, I mean, that to me is damning, because I know that if he dropped this, whatever it was, a month and a half ago or whatever, that shit would have 2 million views if it dropped a week after his hand got blown up.
If he was still on this platform, it would have as well.
Because he breaks down the bodies that he beat, which is like, how are people not interested in that? That's kind of crazy.
Here's the thing, right? And I don't know who I had this conversation with just the other day. No, Trap. Or somebody I was having this conversation with. When people are failing to realize, and I know how it goes, they're saying, Faux Extras, boy, you don't need that. You could do it on your own. People don't realize that Faux Extras was being guided by you.
Yeah.
The questions you were asking was getting the responses that the camera saw. Without you asking these questions, we wouldn't have seen those reactions. It's not that, you know what I'm saying? And I think people see, with me and you, I can take the wheel, you can take the wheels, two total different things, but we can both do it, right? But in this situation, it was the questions you asked that brought out his reactions.
People don't want to just see the funny, crazy, out of control guy on camera. They want to see him with somebody who, from their perspective, is more normal, straight-laced, ask questions from their perspective.
To get his reaction.
Like, because if Forrester created his own little podcast or whatever, who's he going to sit down with? He's going to sit down with a bunch of other Rolling 40s members, and they're not going to, like, they could definitely create some interesting conversations, some interesting content, but ultimately the normal person is not going to really like relate to that content as much, because they're not a Rolling 40s member. They don't like, these guys are not going to be decoding shit in the way that I would be. And
that's what they're going to be doing.
I don't mean to say
they're going to be rolling weed, smoking, everything. It's not going to be
decoding shit, because to them so much shit is obvious because they understand their world and they don't need to explain stuff. With me, like, we tried to give Crip Mac a show that was just him. It was called the Crip Mac Show. You can go check it out on YouTube.
It ain't gonna work.
It was him reacting to different viral videos and memes and stuff like that. It's not
gonna work.
It didn't work because it's just him alone in a room. That's not doing it. But me and Crip Mac, every time, it was a hit.
Shaq is a dominant force.
Right.
Kobe's a dominant force. But Shaq or Kobe has never had the presence on a basketball court without one another.
Right.
The Shaq and Kobe together was some shit that they have never matched without each other, right? And people got to understand, with Faux Extras, it took Adam to ask or approach certain things to get the reaction or the response he got. Without you asking, that reaction or that response would have never happened. So now you have no Adam.
Right. He could maybe try to find another one, but he's going to try like Lupe.
That's not.
I don't believe that. But this is the thing. Me and you, if you did a 2-hour live stream by yourself, it's not going to have 200,000 views. If I do a 2-hour live stream by myself, it's not going to have 200,000 views.
Yeah.
We come together, we do a 2-hour podcast, it gets 200,000 views.
I go by myself, I get, my 30s, 40s, 50s and shit, cool, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, no, that's real. I don't take away from that. I understand that. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like,
they want to see me challenge in some way your gangsterism or your street knowledge, etc., and they want to see you challenge my weird, super logical, quote unquote, whatever the fuck I'm doing over here.
That's just real shit.
Calling myself logical is probably not going to go over so well, but whatever weird shit I'm doing over here.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Well, 2 questions. One, because you didn't know what it was. How did you like me and Gumby when you left?
Oh, I thought it was great. I love Gumby.
No, with the one-on-one. Remember you left.
I thought it was pretty good, although a lot of the comments really were like, yo, Wack, you need to shut the fuck up and let the other person talk.
Well, the problem with Gumby is he keep repeating himself with the same fucking street shit. And I ain't gonna lie. I get irritated with street slogans and shit. I don't want to hear that shit. You notice?
Checking ain't cheating or whatever.
All the kind of weird shit, right? But it was cool.
I fuck with him, man. The fact that he stay rolling with the Hoover blunt is insane.
Yeah. Another thing is,
and like we were already doing the Hoover Civil War and all that shit, and then this Rico comes out. That's crazy, bro.
Another thing is,
it's like Year of the Grooves.
How do you feel about? And I'm hearing this.
Yeah.
People saying now they see why you never want to put 4 Extras on one of the ciphers, because his bars is better than yours.
Oh Lord.
How do you feel about that?
Number one, there is a No Jumper cipher that's probably dropping like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. So the next couple of days after this comes out, everybody got to check that out.
Is 4 Extras on it?
No.
That's the point.
We recorded it and filmed it and everything after the 4 Extra split happened. But 4 Extra also made it clear, Adam, I ain't rapping with no ops. No ops. Never. No ops. Now, the closest thing to an op is an A-Train member on the podcast who, from my perspective, super polite, super chill, serious dude, but he's not tripping like that. When it comes to content, I think he's probably down to sit down with somebody who's from the other side or whatever. I know Spody Face sat down with Ann Hefe.
He's on the cipher.
Ann Hefe is on the cipher. He snapped, but 4 Extra was like, nah, can't do it. So, and that was before the hand thing. So that's why he's on the cipher.
So do you think his bars are stronger than yours?
I think that now I think that he had a ghostwriter on everything else he ever rapped, because he sounded pretty good on Off the Back.
Oh, no,
he sounded pretty good off
Kevin Gates.
I know, but the song he did with the Mexican kids, I thought he sounded pretty good. Hearing this, which it seemed like he didn't have time to get his ducks in a row, he didn't have a ghostwriter or somebody to help him. I mean, I'm sorry, the 4 Extras verse is on the Kevin Gates album is one of the worst rap verses in the history of hip hop. I have to say that in order to be real.
Okay,
it's
if we're critiquing
one of the worst things I've ever heard.
What about the verse you think needed the most work on? I know, I'll lead.
Many of the bars made no sense. And they're also kind of like repeating things over and over that weren't really telling the story that he was trying to tell. It was rhyming, like a lot of like the same word rhymed with the same word over and over. The reason why I really don't feel bad saying this, because if this was like a fringe opinion, I would not say this, because I would not want people to be like, yo, Adam, you're hating. But when I look at it on YouTube and I read the comments, I'm like, okay, the cat is out of the bag. Well, all the fans agree with me. Well, I already felt this way. I would have kept it to myself because I wouldn't want to look like a hater. But the reality is that's one of the worst rap verses of all time.
Okay. I think a person's verses could always get better lyrically in their pen. I think the thing he needs to work on the most is his breathing.
Okay.
In every other bar, we heard, you know what I'm saying? If he could,
I just think he went in there too hot.
No, I'm saying, listen, his writing in his bars, that could always, get better. I think, but if your breathing and your deliverance doesn't get better, it's gonna always screw up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally hear him gasping for air some of the bar. I think he needs to work on that. His writing, his penmanship, and his that could always get better.
Okay, but I think it's probably worth us just reading this whole verse. I done woke up with IVs in my arm up in the bed. I'm looking around, N-word like N-word, my eyes is red. All right, so first things first, using the N-word like that awkwardly twice in the same bar is super weird. Like, this just is like, it's clumsy. This is like, you need to simplify. You need to like smooth out your thoughts so that you're not like stuffing all these random syllables in the middle to make it like, obviously what he wanted to say is my eyes are red. But it's like, you could have put like a lot of other context together to make this like a smoother bar. Plus, I'm tripping in this motherfucker. I'm tripping off the meds. Plus, I'm going in, N-word. Now I'm covered in red. I guess that means blood.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like he's look what he says. I'm tripping in this motherfucker. I'm tripping off meds. So he's talking about being in the hospital off meds. But then
he don't use medication.
But then he says, plus I'm going in and now I'm covered in red. And that's more like when he's in the parking lot is when he's covered in red, when he's bleeding everywhere.
Maybe he woke up.
It's like the blood is like,
so I'm
the
sitting
bleeding
up
is
in
done.
his bed
Now, yeah, I'm sitting up in this bed with IVs in my arm. I'm looking at Kevin like, damn, do I got heroin in my arm? Like, you just rhymed arm and arm, and nothing about this is smooth or sounds good together at all.
Because he just said he's tripping in this motherfucker from the drugs, from the meds. So he like, oh, they hit me with the H.
I understand, because this is probably his first time on pain meds, so he's like feeling that for the first time. Now I'm fucking up N-word, plus I'm going all out, and I'm thinking in my head, is my head blown out? So you're thinking in your head, is your head blown out? I mean, to me, this is just, it's not poetic. There's like there's a way to say this. Meds. I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's a way to say it that would sound so much more smooth and you know. And then I said, fuck it in this thing, N-word. I'm going all the way insane. Plus I'm going crazy when I listed my pay. So he's like, I guess when he had to list his amount of money that he makes in the hospital, that's kind of crazy, because that makes you think like, damn, he was still hyped on No Jumper at that time, because that was probably the only like pay, right? Plus I said, I'm bleeding on this bitch N-word, I'm dying all out, which again, weird phrasing. I can never imagine him saying that. Okay, it sounds like a person just standing in front of a microphone and just sort of saying whatever
shit up on my mind
that I gotta get out, which sounds like a bar that should have been in the beginning. I said, I'm flipping and I'm dying, plus I'm coming back down. It's another demon came to see me in the hospital now. I'm looking at him like, because I'm going to die right now, or is heaven going to open their gates and let me in right now? I mean, you know, I don't want to go too hard on him, but it's just like.
I think his whole verse is like, he was discombobulated. He didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And he rapped it as if he didn't know what was going on.
It just feels like he felt like, if I go in the studio right now, I have so many emotions that I'm not going to be able to help but make an amazing verse.
Now, let me ask you a question.
But then he does the verse, and it's like, it's too hot. It's too like, it's not impassionate enough. He needed to give it a little bit more time before he could rap about it without making it like that.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
What would you say if you knew there's 9 different songs with Kevin Gates and 4 extras?
I would be surprised for sure.
You know what I would say? Kevin Gates is being the real individual that he is. Because not only did he give him a song on his album, but then he turned around and gave 4 extras an album.
You believe that?
That's a fact.
How do you know?
I know what I know. I'm who I am.
Well, I hope it don't sound like that shit.
No, but we got to listen. What I'm showing you
But that verse was him recording without Kevin Gates. He went and recorded that in
that's cool.
What's his name?
What I'm telling you
DJ
is
Flip's studio right after.
Not only did Kevin Gates give him a spot on his album, right? But Kevin Gates then said, hey, bro, I'm not trying to use you for your clout and your name you got going on, because I'm who I am and I got shit going on. I'm finna go on tour. I'm who I am. So what I'm going to do with you want to rap? I'm going to give you an album. You get what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
So now that's a great door opener for him to double back and probably go right through the doors that Kevin Gates is already in and get him a situation.
It can't sound like that though. You gotta come way harder.
I think you hate.
I'm not hating. I just like, if I was his manager, if I was involved in the decision behind that album, I would have said no. Back to the drawing board. You can't be rapping like that. That verse ain't gonna do nothing for you.
But do you agree that that's 4 extras? That's how he speaks. That's how he thinks.
But on other songs I heard from him, sounded pretty good. Off the Back sounded good. Song with the Mexican kids, that one did good.
Off the back.
I know it's kind of simplistic, but at least it like worked. It was on beat.
It was catchy. It was off the back.
I'm just saying, like, I can't hold my tongue. That song was a huge waste of an opportunity. Honestly, I'm going to compare it to Kendrick giving Lefty an opportunity and Lefty like not being able to put together a coherent verse. Honestly, but Lefty,
you don't know if
Lefty raps way better than 4 Extra sounded on that verse. I'm gonna be real. Like,
hell, no.
Lefty is like Jay-Z compared to that shit. I'm just being real.
No.
Everybody knows him. The truth. I mean,
I'm agree with you. The verse wasn't a good verse.
Right.
I think it was a real verse. But I can't agree with you that lefty could rap better than Faux Extras.
I mean, based on that verse, every Lefty Gunplay verse I ever heard is better than that. And I'm not a Lefty Gunplay fan. I feel like he's very much in like second grade when it comes to his hip hop education.
Well, hey, listen, salute to Kevin Gates, because he just didn't put him on his, he gave him his own. That's what real cats do.
Wow, I just saw something that I really want to ask you about. So I did an interview with Guno and Munchie B, and Guno basically like came out as a Wack hater, which we didn't really know beforehand.
No, trust me. Did you hear the bullshit he said?
What? I can't remember.
He thought he was coming up here with Lil Jon. Boy, Lil Jon asked me a week prior.
Right.
And could Guno come up? I got at you. You told me, I'm going to make you remember this, but Wacky was just kind of up here with the face dude, the one I exposed. He ain't really got nothing going on. I'm like, listen, he a homie. They asked him to come up here and interview with me at the table. Can you do that for me? And you let it happen. Right? That's how that went. Which you was well in your right, because he was just starting to do his little underground shit. You already did it. It was kind of too soon for him to be back. So stop acting like you didn't know you was coming up here with me, right? Now, I talked to him after this thing, right? And I told him, this is the way I felt, right? I didn't know you. First time I seen him was right now, was when he was at the table, right? So if I'm extending you that love and respect, right? I don't know you, right? I don't give a fuck where you go. When the conversation about Blueface came up, right? You should have kept it respectful. Even if you got a distaste for Blueface in any way, which I don't think you do. I don't think Blueface did anything to you.
So you thought he should have kept it
out of
cool.
respect to me.
He shouldn't have talked down on Blueface just out of love for you.
Out of the same way I let you at this table, out of respect of the homie, because really it's a disrespect to Lil Jon, because on Lil Jon words you got here. So when I look up and I called and told him, I said, bro, why you speaking on face like that? He ain't never did nothing to you. Plus, I know you didn't tell him that in his face. Face beat the shit out of Guno. This a fact, right? So now it's kind of like you put me in a situation where I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm a stand with my people. You know, not only do I do business with this man, but I learned to love this man as family. And at the end of the day, you know that. So it's like, he said, well, it's a lot I could have said, but I did because of you. You should have said nothing at all because of me, right? But did you say these things in his face? You get what I'm saying? Nobody believes you had the keys to no yard.
What was he saying? That Blueface is smoking hard drugs?
I don't know. He was saying he had pimples all on his face, and he fucking probably did.
You do look a little weird in there.
You know what I'm saying? He probably did, but at the end of the day, well, shit, what'd he do to you? Did you tell him this? Damn, nigga, your face fucked up. Did you say that to him? Because Blueface is quiet, but nephew ain't playing with it, right? So at the end of the day, I told him, because they was after the King Peel shit, they called me to come in here. Said, bro, you can't sit at the table with me, homie. You out finna have nephew looking at me after you done slandered him and said some weird shit. And you have I don't stamp that.
Right.
I don't stamp what you did to Faux Extras neighborhood. I'm not stamping that Pee-wee. You know, Faux, a few cats over there, my nigga Scooter, rest in peace, right? You know that I got some love and respect for. So after y'all did that, you not been sit here as if I'm stamping that, because I'm not stamping that. That's what you want to do, handle your wax. Right? But on the flip side is like, you know, like, bro, like, I really looked out for you because I could really run a marathon on you. Niggas been begging me to run a marathon on you. I just haven't done it. So and I was going to do it a week ago, but I chose not to do it.
That you had the paperwork on Guno.
That's a fact.
And then you fell back. You and him ended up having a conversation.
Yeah, then he said, you know what, Wack, you right. I ain't finna be doing all that.
What kind of paperwork did we miss out on here?
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, shit, it is what it is.
You agreed not to do it, but I feel like, you know, somebody else probably going to jump on it if there actually is stuff out there. I mean, here goes the thing.
The way they break it down and the way we break it down, shout out to the exposers, is two different things, because I'm going to pinpoint everything that's on there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the other little dude right here, he's a snake, because he called me while Guno was in there, locked up, saying, man, what he got going on, I rap too. Like, I'm trying to do something. So as soon as he did that, I'm like, nigga, I know you through Guno.
Right.
So when I see a motherfucker doing that type of shit,
You talking about flame?
yeah, I look at you like, nigga, you's a snake anyway. So I don't got no conversation for you at all. And what's crazy is these niggas was Snoopy Badass fans.
Really?
It was Snoopy. Snoopy,
right,
could you
back
do a
then.
song with me? Now you got all this shit to say, and it's a little weird. You know what I mean? But you know, at the end of the day, I ain't never gonna. You know, the dude Hood Trophy Bino.
Yeah.
Remember, I brought his name up a couple weeks ago, right?
We had him on the podcast because he was homies with, well, not because, but
No, listen.
he was doing his thing, but because he signed to Soulja Boy.
But
This
he ain't
morning-
signed to Soulja Boy, right?
Soulja Boy was tripping on me and Remo.
Let me show you something.
For the thing we posted about him and Krishan Rock.
You see
I
that,
understand that Remo squashed it
right? You
with
see
Soulja
that,
Boy.
right?
They
That's
figured
his
it out.
music, right?
Hood Trophy Bino, yeah.
Who I sent it to? That's Stunner,
Stunner.
right? It's time for me to, you know, my review about the
Number
budgets
one
that's going to be released,
Stunner.
right? So quite naturally, Blueface is the lead of that conversation. So I was presenting him Hood Trophy Bino's music, right?
Right.
Now, I don't, at this time, there's, you know, it's what it is. Creep had kind of put me online with him, right? So I look up a couple days ago and I see what I see. So I had to text him like, damn, nephew, like I got to bag up. You know what I'm saying? That politics don't mix.
Wait, you had to back up on Bino?
That's a fact.
Why? What you got on Bino?
Well, he got what he got going on.
With Krishan.
I can't bring him to the fold of Cash Money West and Blueface is, you know what I'm saying, finna be back the lead over there. We
What if
negotiating.
he ain't fucking with her anymore?
Well, he already did what he did.
So she's just off limits to everybody now. Anybody?
No, I don't give a fuck who she. That's her business. I
can't-
don't monitor what she does.
Okay. What if
You
I?
get what I'm saying? Right? That's your business. But there's no way I'm gonna
You
have.
could keep working with me
Is
if
no-
I piped
is
Krishan.
What?
If I pipe Krishan,
That ain't my business. It ain't nothing for me to know.
but it's your business with Bino.
Well, you can't be doing what you're doing. Then it's a direct disrespect at Face
Okay, yeah.
and
that's Bloods
expect
Crip
me
shit, yeah.
to bring you into Face's fold. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When it come to Cash Money West, that's a Face fold. You get what I'm saying?
Soulja Boy is basically like saying that they did not fall out over Krishan.
Who? Well, I don't know.
Bino.
Well, he not signed to Soulja Boy anyway.
He was fucking with him, but I
He
don't know
not
if
signed to
I don't know
Soulja
if
Boy.
he actually
Soulja Boy was
signed.
doing what he was doing.
Okay.
Doing whatever they was doing. I asked him, he said he wasn't signed to Soulja Boy, or I wouldn't have presented his music. So, you know, I had to fall back. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him and told him, I said, hey, bro, I can't tell you how to navigate your world and your life, but I will tell you this. It's a little odd after I posted you on my story and posted what I was doing, all of a sudden it come at you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as Blue say he got another chick, whoever this young lady may be, at the spot and doing what they doing, all of a sudden that comes at you and you doing what you're doing. You know, I could be wrong, but I'm always stand with nephew. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna have that conversation.
How'd you feel?
Would you be cool with this?
When you first saw Blueface doing that zesty split in jail?
What split?
I know it's fake, but
You talking about the AI
the
shit?
AI shit. At first, I was looking at. For a moment, I was like, "Oh, bro is burnt."
Blueface is something to talk about.
I was just like, "He's
Know what I'm saying?
he's doing some extra drugs if he's doing a split."
Something to talk about. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying?
I mean they trolling. They made it. They fooled me. So that's
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, like
tapped
listen,
in. I thought I was nobody.
I have nothing against Bino, but you know, my world is dictated by politics, not right and wrong.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And it's deeper than business when it come to Face. And certain things, I'm not gonna fix my mouth to even ask him if it's cool to do.
Nah, facts. Yeah, that's
You
pretty.
get what I'm saying? So if I got a prediction, what is this, August? Nephew come on like November. If it's still floating right before Thanksgiving, mid-November, top of November, she'll turn the dagger on him.
Wait, who'll turn the dagger?
Bino gonna find out what it is.
Oh,
You know, I hope nephew.
you think
is
she's
sharp.
just gathering information for Blueface?
No, I just think she's intentionally trying to do something to bother him.
She's on a
but
fact-finding mission. Why would? But
clo-
Bino's a small fish to him,
the
right? Like,
closer
he don't
he-
really even give
the
a fuck about
closer
it.
he gets to coming home, she's gonna want to make her move to going back home.
Okay.
And at that point is when she will potentially may sacrifice Bino. Now, Bino ain't no dumb dude. I had a few conversations with him. The flip side of that is Krishan ain't dealing with one of them little dudes she used to dealing with when it comes to like how she dealt with the little white dude and the little basketball player, them type of dudes. You dealing with a real low bottom East Side nigga.
He's a real gang member.
I mean, he just about his business and, he ain't no dummy.
Okay.
So a lot of them games she like to play on some of these other suckers, right? She played the wrong game
But she
over
wasn't
there.
really fucking with Lil Mabu, was she? Was that a real thing?
Bro, she played the wrong game over there.
Huh.
She gonna be it. So hopefully everything works out the way it worked out. If that's what happiness is, God bless them. But I mean, shit, at the end, but it works. Things work out because I just met Youngster. I kind of like dude. You know what I'm saying? The Youngster you just got through interviewing from Frisco.
Dream Life Rizzy.
Yeah, old Rizzy. You know what I'm saying?
Music is very hard.
I'm gonna check him out. He sent me everything, and
He's low-key blackballed.
He gave me the green light. That's the type of cats I like to work with.
Blackballed.
Yeah, because I could defy it. You know what I'm saying? And people will say, dude was blackballed and Wack got him going.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying? I got to check in with my cats from he from Hunters Point. So I got to check in with my Fillmore, my team out of Fillmore. I don't think they have a problem with it, but I got to check in with my team. You know what I'm saying? To make sure, it ain't no conflict of interest. I put them on the phone. That's what I was doing because they got a project coming out called From the Bay to L.A., which is an incredible project. My man Frisco Chuck is running point on that. But, I got to still check in. I really would like to get him on that project. So I called Chuck, let them talk. They converse. And, this is the type of things I do. Maybe it could, whatever friction is going on up there between Fillmore and Hunters Point, maybe this collab might could help that. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I like the kid, and I'm going to check in with my team. If I get their blessings, and I'm going to try to work with them.
So one question I really wanted to ask you about is how do you feel about what happened with Frosty the Snowman stealing the Pokemon cards and getting caught up?
I mean, shit, he's a Pokemon.
No, he's a Pokemon trainer. He's got to catch them all. He himself is not a Pokemon.
But he stole the cards, right?
Yeah.
The nigga been stealing all his life.
Well, that is the word on the streets. That's what Suspect was saying. If you think, there's a lot of examples.
A nigga don't just turn into a thief. How old is dude?
I don't know. Probably 30.
You don't just turn into a thief at 30. A nigga been stealing. He probably been a klepto.
No, I mean, there's a lot of examples of him stealing shit. In particular, like taking off without paying for food at restaurants. That's a pretty low level crime.
That's you know what I'm saying? Shit, that's his get out. That's what he do. What did he say? He denying it? Or what is he standing? He's owning it?
No. So, okay, let me just break down how it happened. I did this whole YouTube video about this. People want to check it out. But basically, like, I was on the beach with the family on Saturday or Sunday or some shit, and the news comes out. It's posted on another hip hop West Coast news page, and they were linking to like a Pokemon store's website. And this Pokemon store had posted multiple times. It's in Oxnard, actually, so it's not exactly around the corner. And they had been posting about how they had been robbed of these Pokemon cards. They're tagging Frosty, everything. Somebody on the No Jumper team posts about it. I'm on Do Not Disturb, but Frosty starts trying to call me over and over. He starts texting me. He's telling me, bro, take it down. This is like, I'm going to get this situation resolved, blah, blah, blah.
Nah, fuck all that, nigga.
I tell him
some shit.
Bad. It's already getting posted on other pages.
Hey,
I
nigga.
see what you're trying to do. You're trying to stop it from getting out there. Trust me, it's already been posted on a bunch of places.
It's gone.
It's out there.
Frosty
It's already
thief,
out there.
my nigga.
Yeah.
Frosty uses thief. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we need to do the AI Frosty the Snowman klepto.
No, they did. The fucking card store, when they posted about it, the card store had actually used AI to make a cartoon snowman stealing Pokemon cards.
There you go.
They're on top of their technology. And listen, like, I fuck with Frosty. I like him. He's mad at me, whatever. He told me he's going to punch on me, whatever. Frosty.
Where Frosty from?
Inglewood.
Inglewood. So he said he gonna punch on you because he's a thief?
Yeah, well, because we exposed it, yeah.
Huh?
He thinks he's going to catch a case because of me.
What do you mean? Huh?
I'm sorry, I do the news. This is what we do.
I don't think the people even reporting him. They just clowning him.
But I think they're saying that they told the police. I think that they called the police on
I think the last thing I heard is now they giving a Frosty discount.
Free.
Free.
100% off. Come get your Charizard. The fucked up thing is that
Did you see Frosty the Snowman stealing the Pokemon cards? Now you know, Lil John, if you stealing Pokemon cards at 30, you better klepto all your life.
But he had his hoes in there with him.
He probably stole them bitches too.
Probably went and got it from San Bernardino. Yeah, no. But I'm just saying, like, he fucking clearly was like hitting his hustle from all different directions. Like, yeah, we going.
How much is Pokemon? Now these some like collectible
So it was
items,
at least
Pokemon.
$5,000 worth of cards stolen from that place.
Oh shit!
Which is, I think
cost that
some
much?
of these packs of cards are like many hundreds of dollars. So it's like you might not have to take that many packs before you get to 5,000. But then after this first store posted about it, then another store posted about it that had even more footage of him doing the same thing at another Pokemon card store.
Hey, bro, let me tell you some real shit.
The whole community coming together.
This what this reminds me of, Lil John. You nigga don't keep it real. You gonna keep it real. We used to steal cars too.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna tell you the cards we used to steal.
Yeah.
The Garbage Pail Kids cards.
With the gum.
Because remember, we was trying to put together when we was always missing the one or two. Remember the big picture when
Did
you
it come
turn
with
them over?
gum or did it come with a sticker?
Gum, I believe. But remember, we was trying to get the cards to put together the huge picture of certain individuals.
We were all trying to do that. It was a nationwide quest.
The Garbage Pail Kids was, damn, I just got an idea.
That's weird that we both were doing that because I did that in elementary school for a bit.
The Garbage Pail Kids cards, but we was kids.
It would be like Stinky Brian.
Yeah. Slimer Larry. You get what I'm saying? So Frosty, I feel your pain, but not at 30, my nigga. Like, God.
I feel bad, bro. It's like,
hold on.
We gotta cover the news, man. I can't just give you a pass. We gotta talk about this shit, man. I can't just give passes to everybody I fuck with.
I gotta do some shit.
There's a lot of pages that are doing that.
Yo, listen.
I gotta be great out here.
Yeah, you supposed. I mean, listen, he was already up,
shit, man.
I seen it.
If I get punched on, it is what it is.
I gotta hit Zay Osama.
Yeah.
Gotta hit Zay. Let's see if he picks up for me. I don't know. Maybe he
you
will.
guys had an explosive back and forth on academics. You're saying
yeah.
maybe things are getting better?
I haven't spoke to him, but I gotta see if he's gonna pick up. He won't pick up. Let me see.
So for the people who don't know, we had Lil Zay Osama on No Jumper, me and Remo. He told a bunch of crazy stories, being super open, telling us everything under the sun. And how did that end up with you and him screaming at
I was
each other?
on the plane coming back from Florida. I've been in Florida.
Oh, because you had already been saying that he snitched, right?
No. Listen, so I don't know. First of all, let's establish this. I don't really know who the hell he is, right? But, you know, I showed you our Clubhouse chat, you know, just a bunch of things on there. So I guess maybe a year and a half ago, they said, yo, Wack, the Zales, the dude that got caught with a switch in New York. So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, shit, New York got some of the strictest gun laws in the United States. Right. Switch in New York, he done. You know, they give a nigga 3 to 5 for a 38, right? So they like, no, you know, he only got, I said, what's his criminal history? So they reading it. I hear he got got caught with a gun in Chicago. The nigga got a misdemeanor 1 day in probation. Then I hear he got evading the police in Cali. You know, they giving us 36 months. If you lucky, 32 with the 80, 25 months for running, right? Niggas only run to get off the shit that's gonna get them 10, 15 years. They'll run, get that off of them, take the 3 years, right? He got a day in probation. I said, God damn, misdemeanor. I'm like, that's a little odd. So I said, well, what'd they give him for the switch? He said, well, the state didn't pick it up. The feds picked it up and gave him 12 months. So at that point, I said, it don't sound right. I'm gonna tell you why. Usually when the feds pick it up and the state don't grab it, it's not for leniency. It's to give your ass more time. Right? So I'm looking at it, and to this day, something seems odd. Now, Zay's whole thing is, do I got a safety valve? Did it say I told on anybody or nothing to get the time I got? Right? He wanted to bet academics 50,000. Now, you know I'm a bet man when I'm a sure man. You one thing you know, you ain't gonna bet me when I go to talk I want to bet, because you know I got the shit. I don't have no document to say he told at all. This all the paperwork we looking at. I'm gonna tell you the thing that got my attention. What they call them, the AUSA, the DA. Yeah. Usually when the AUSA, what they recommend in the feds is what the judge goes with. The AUSA recommended time. Mm-hmm. But the judge still gave him 12 months. So based on all these factors of us discussing it again, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know his music. Had nothing against him. I was like, something don't seem right. I even took it and sent it to a few cats that then did 20, 30 years. Paperwork readers on the yard. They said, Wack, ain't nothing there to say it didn't tell, but, you know, a switch is considered a machine gun in the feds. It carried like 10. So for him to get 12 months is a little odd. But maybe it was some litigating factors. It was found in the back of an Uber. Maybe his Uber account ain't the one that ordered the Uber. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's things in there that could be in there. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, the time he did get from Illinois and California, although seeming odd to me, the 1 day imprisonment and probation seems odd to me. I still don't know why he got those situations. Maybe he wasn't I don't know what that was, but just looking at the points I was looking at the time it was being presented to me, because we in the morning show 5 hours, so we running through it. You know, I might have said, yeah, the nigga might have did some telling. I didn't say it out of malice. It's just certain things,
I remember you being pretty full of malice when you talked about it.
Certain factors didn't add up. No, certain factors didn't add up.
Right, because I've known Zay for a long time, since the very beginning of his career. I have no idea what the terms of his getting off on a year.
I mean, we just reading the paperwork, but at the end, he ain't picking up. End of the day, his question to me was, Wack, did you see in there where I did some telling?
Right.
No, I don't see where he did some telling. Uh-huh. I was going off certain bullet points of the paperwork of your past history of what I know it to be. Right, where 9 out of 10 times it's happening with what you got caught with and what the paperwork read from the AUSA, her recommending whatever, and you getting 12 months for a goddamn machine gun. That's way worse than what Crip Mac, you know, is in there for. He in that motherfucker for a ghost gun. It was inoperable. Right. That didn't work. But on camera, I got to say, no, I can't say he told in the paperwork. I'm just saying the bullet points in the paperwork wasn't adding up to us.
Well, he said he's going to basically shoot you.
He'd be all right.
You challenged him to fight. He said, no, I'm talking gunplay. I'm going to kill your ass.
He'd be all right. At the end of the day, listen, bro.
That shit was crazy,
listen to me, bro. You got to remember, paperwork is paperwork. When it's being presented, we're going to go over it and go through it. We're going to have our own personal opinions. You know what I'm saying about it? Like right now, what's this dude, Frosty the Snowman, right? Right. He got caught stealing Pokemon cards at 30 plus years old, right? My personal opinion is that if that nigga stealing Pokemon cards at 30, he been stealing since he been a kid. That's my personal opinion.
My thing about
I could
Frosty,
be wrong, I could be right.
I admire the hustle.
Huh?
Because it's like you working the blade at night. Who knows what you're doing during the day?
That's a legend.
You ain't got nothing to...
You don't know he's working the fucking blade.
I mean,
Why would you say some punk shit like that?
I've been watching his Instagram story for many years.
But knowing what's going on the blade, the feds is involved. You want to just put him on the blade. Frosty, listen, bro, I don't know what he got going on.
Every fucking song is about pimping. Every Instagram story is him on Fig.
That's the shit you do.
I mean, yeah, okay,
this
sure.
Is
maybe
when
he's not.
He don't give a fuck about you.
Maybe he's just got friends over there. Maybe he's just hanging out. Maybe he's just like staying out late. I don't know. All I'm saying is I respect that he
take back Frosty's working the blade.
I have no idea what.
Take it back.
Maybe he's selling papusas on the blade.
This is why they accuse this of being a federal platform.
Listen, somebody's got to sell papusas on the blade.
Take it back.
Yo, did you see that video of us fighting? Did you see the video of us fighting, the AI video?
Who?
You ain't seen this yet?
No.
Oh my God. I showed my kid this earlier.
They thought it was real?
She just didn't know what to think. She was just watching it like jaw dropped.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I did see that.
It's so good, bro. And it's actually...
She's going to hate me now,
It's got audio, too.
Did you tell her it's fake?
Look, there's audio. Wait. We can put it on the screen.
Kiss my ass. Pyro! Kiss Process my ass, you bald bitch.
Yo,
Pyru, like
Yo,
the
listen.
AI just like added an O to it.
yo, listen.
KIS.
You know I went out there for the
bald bitch. We're like, where'd that come from?
Adam. You know I went out there for the 600 fight too.
Oh yeah, how was that? He lost again. I heard.
He took a knee.
No Colin Kaepernick. It wasn't a protest. He was discombobulated.
I think
I didn't see it.
I think his lungs were on fire.
I mean, yeah.
I think he went in there.
Got to be very hard.
He went in there and took off and rushed the dude first round. And from my understanding, my partner Steve Marcano, who put on the fight, tells me that the white dude was training his ass off.
Oh, it was a woodpile member.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, I'm much more.
He was training his ass off. So you know, I'm not gonna lie. Last minute, I placed him on the fight.
Okay.
Right? You know our Steve, the homies, our people, Steve. I placed him on the fight the last minute, right? And he fucking embarrassed me. But
600.
So, now he's suspended for 2 months.
Isn't he? Like, how old is he? Feels like he's getting a little old for this.
He's suspended for 2 months. And they always do that. That's normal. So
Right.
he got to run that fade back.
It's not a fade. It's a boxing match.
Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Okay.
He got to fight dude again.
Same baby snaps alley.
Because his ass didn't train. He thought he was going to go through there and run through the wood. He got in there and got winded.
Don't underestimate us.
He got in there and got winded and took a L. Like, I was watching him, 'cause I remember R&B, she was up. She was into it. JoJo Capone was there with us. Eric B was there with us. And R&B was like, I'm representing, I'm Team 600. And she was like, and he took a knee and she said, the fuck? I had some essays behind me, way in Miami, from LA, some lowriders. They behind me, you know, I got some LA essays. They on one, they turned up. I got in trouble by my team because I got 2 words, no invite. So that now next time I know we go, it's gonna be another fight. I don't know, November or some shit, October. So the whole squad, 600, the whole squad coming. If you get your ass in there and take a knee, we take it off on your ass back in the back room.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, that's not good.
No.
But his ass didn't train like
At all?
Look, bro, and in his defense, they had him in the back 5 hours. He was in the back room for 5 hours.
Is that out of the ordinary? I mean,
I think so, bro. That's a long time. It'll tire you out.
You're just hanging out in the locker room.
I think you need to be there like maybe 2 hours, a 90 hour and a half.
But you know approximately what time you're going to fight.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, his ass was back there at 5 o'clock and didn't go on till like 10.
Really?
I think that might have affected him. And his ass wasn't in shape. Now he in shape. I'm putting him through a training camp. I'm going to relocate him to Vegas. He got to go through a training camp. I ain't even told him this.
It'd be a shame if Big U was his last W.
Who? What the hell Big U got to do? See, you doing the white boy
He defeated
shit.
Big U, but now he's lost numerous boxing matches since then.
What the hell Big U got to do with this, bro?
I'm just saying, he's not just a boxer, he's also an exposer.
Yeah, but I'm telling Steve,
he collaborated with the
we
feds
need
on
to
that one.
rematch with the same white dude. He got to get in front of him again to show the people he was just. You know what he told me? I hit my broad right before I came into the dressing room.
600 said that.
The nigga say he hit his broad and drunk a Pepsi. He thought this shit was a game.
What are you talking about? Drank a Pepsi?
Bro, he was really, bro, if you watch the first round, he went in there thundering with dude and ran out of gas. He thought he was going to go knock him out.
But he hit his broad. What the f are you talking about? It just feels like he wouldn't say that.
No, not hit his broad, like had sex with her.
Oh, okay.
Duh, white boy. Duh.
Sorry.
He's supposed to be a porn star. You don't know that. What the hell?
No, I know that you could say he hit his bra. I thought you were just saying.
Like
we're talking about a boxing match.
The fuck? Let's move on.
So you think that he should have retained his semen?
You're not supposed to be having sex, bro. Doing training before fights.
But how much could we really attribute to having a bunch of cum in your body? Like 1%? At most.
Bro, listen, it does something, says the fighters.
Listen, I just don't. You know, like how much is it going to matter?
You got up there about 6'9", bro. What the fuck y'all got
6ix9ine's girlfriend killed. Remo thought that would be a good topic. I don't really personally give
Which one is that?
Just some random BBL chick. I
ran into 6ix9ine's mom when I was in Miami.
What's she talking about?
She took a picture of me. I didn't realize I was his mom. And then he texted me.
Why my mom took a picture with you today. And there it is. You and his mom.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that was his mom. I like.
Hollywood Unlocked says Ariella.
Which one is it?
Ariella Longosta, a
is this
well-known.
The one after the other singing chick?
I mean, as far as no, this isn't Jade.
No,
the famous girls are Jade and Sarah Molina. Sarah Molina is the one from back in the day, and then Jade is the one that he was really with for a while.
No, the one from the DR.
Those are the only two I know. I don't know who
the one I put on the Kodak Black 6ix9ine song.
Oh no, that was what's her name? That's like a famous chick.
No, but did she come after her?
I have no idea. I don't even know if this is just like some girl he hung out with or if this is actually like a relationship.
Nah, they show some videos. I don't know, but I don't.
They say Cardi B.
This not the girl from New York. I know two of them from New York. The baby mama and the other chick that I met. We went to the Bahamas for a couple days. Me, her, and 6ix9ine. I believe she may have came after the other famous singing chick.
I don't know. I have no idea.
It was gun violence.
Did she get shot? Nah, right?
I seen something about she got shot and killed.
It says her cause of death has not been confirmed, but
well, all over the blogs it was saying shot and killed. Something crazy. I asked him about it. He didn't respond back.
Oh yeah, her death was the result of a targeted killing, not a random act. Police are investigating the incident to determine who killed her. She was 33. They found her dead in her car. Jesus Christ. She was on the shoulder of the eastbound Cross Country Parkway in Mount Vernon.
Oh, that's New York.
Authorities believe it was targeted. Damn, that's crazy, man. I wonder what reason they would have to kill her. That's fucked up, but rest in peace, yeah. God damn. Okay. As far as these topics, I also just want to send a huge thank you to Smack for reaching out directly to the mayor to take so many dangerous gang members off the streets. I think that what Smack did, it's admirable. It's the kind of thing that we should be encouraging everybody to do.
Smack.
You don't know about this?
Yeah, he didn't do nothing wrong. Like y'all
he told
bullshit.
The mayor, arrest all the Hoovers.
Y'all don't know he didn't.
The mayor said,
hey, bro,
deal.
Hey, listen.
What?
Stop doing that.
What?
That's not cool.
You don't think it went like that?
Because in our world,
well, he at least put a word in.
No, we don't need YNs to hear that shit and believe that shit. Smack may do some punk shit with me, with the little taco truck lady, the little rat lady, because he know he called me and asked me about something, but I ain't gonna do him like that. First and foremost, this investigation says it started in 2021.
And I believe that he's been an asset to this investigation since then.
No, you on some bullshit. Smack's interview with the mayor was 2025.
Yeah.
So whatever the was going on was already going on. Smack has a right to say, what are we going to do about prostitution on Figueroa? The kids are seeing this. What do you guys have planned?
You don't think there was a little bit of a wink and a nod? Like, I know, I could fill you in afterwards. I could tell you about who all these guys are.
Absolutely not.
You don't think?
And you should stop doing that because people will believe that. And it could be serious and detrimental to his life and his livelihood.
Well, maybe Smack should have thought about that before he put smut on my name. Fake smut on my name.
Smut?
This was back in the day.
What did he say?
He accused me of some insane things without reason.
He was flirting with him?
I feel like we talked about this before, but like
I don't know too much about Smack.
I'll just tell you again.
I'm going to be real. I don't know too much about
22's greatest hits. In terms of unforgivable offenses, and the reason why I go so hard on Smack is because there's a picture of me back in the day. I'm at a party. It's probably 2013. I take a selfie because I show up at the party as all these porn star girls I used to kick it with, right? And one of them, I walk in the door, she's passed out. So she's face down on the bed like this, and I took a selfie with her face down on the bed, right? I never fucked this girl. Okay. I don't know her from a can of paint.
You did that.
No. Okay, so in the photo, it was Easter, if I believe correctly. And so she's wearing this dress that's like a little like frilly Easter dress type thing. And so Smack was on stream and said, Trell, that's a baby. That's a child. Look at it. That's a child. The girl's covered in tattoos. And again, I've never had anything to do with this person at all. It's just she's just in the photo, passed out because she was doing
If he did that, I got to let you have your run.
Smack, use a snitch. DP coming soon. But anyway, yeah, I don't know.
He was talking to the mayor.
Huh? Yeah, he was talking to the mayor. It's the same thing. You know how you guys were on
Say that again. Who he was talking to?
the mayor. He went straight to the top.
So
you remember how Meek Mill?
So you admit
What about-
that Munchie the police?
I don't know anything about that. What about when
who was
Meek
he
Mill?
talking to?
What was Meek Mill doing?
Who was he talking to
Meek
again?
Mill told the
He was
governor
talking to the
arrest
mayor?
academics.
Did you say Smack
He
was
said
talking to the
academics
mayor?
is responsible
You
for
said he
murders.
was talking to the who?
It's exactly the same as remember Meek Mill talked to the governor and said,
that
"Hey,
was, yeah.
y'all should arrest academics because he's involved in all these murders."
Smack, stop talking to Munchie.
Same
about it.
shit.
That
You
shit
can't-
crazy.
Just because you go up the chain of command does not mean that this is not
I'm the
telling.
one said he was talking to the mayor.
Yeah, and listen, but I agree with what he was talking to the mayor about. Having fucking underage girls selling pussy on the blade is despicable. We
Yeah,
gotta
that's not
wipe that
cool.
shit out.
That's not
Gang
cool.
members should be able to come together and say, hey, this is shit that we're not okay with in our community. And that's exactly what Smack did. And he said it to the mayor, and then they all got arrested. So as much as I don't necessarily want to see individual members of that
Did you
RICO
just
getting
say he
arrested.
said it to the mayor, they all got arrested.
Well, it was like what, like a week later, like 5 days later. I'm just saying,
Smack, I'm trying to defend you, but if you accuse this man of being a PDF file,
Yeah.
or like I ain't done too much, I can say, goddamn.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried shit. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Smack gonna beat your ass.
is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is it the same dude who got his vest took?
A lot of people saying that.
No, it was a video.
There was a video of him getting his vest taken, but then there's like other videos recently that show him like sweeping up around the clubhouse and everything. They're saying that he might have been demoted to like a prospect again.
Oh, yeah, it could have happened. Has he got his
Something like
vest
that.
back?
I don't know.
That happens.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's got a lot of problems with drinking and stuff.
Does he?
Yeah. He'd be scarfing down ecstasy pills every morning just to get through a pod.
Damn. Dude, the dude really got a problem.
Word on the streets.
He looked like he been losing a lot of weight.
Yeah. It's probably all them fizzles.
Oh,
Imagine just being a rat and a molly head.
Did you see T-Rail little boy with the gold chain?
I did see that clip. No. The clip I saw that blew my mind was Smack said, like, they're arguing back and forth, and like T-Rail's kind of like, oh, T-Rail's saying like, yeah, you hang around with a bunch of weak ass bitches. And T-Rail goes, my bitch is better than your bitch. Your bitch is a -2 or some shit.
T-Rail?
No, he said that T-Rail's girl's a 2.
Who said that? Smack?
Smack. That's like some pretty crazy shit between friends to just be like, yo, bitch is a 2, considering they're on the podcast together all the
Was she
time.
there?
Nah, she wasn't there. And then T-Rail's
wow.
like, yo, then your bitch is a -2 or some shit. I forget exactly how it went, but like, it just felt like, yo, like that doesn't
I'm not
happen
gonna lie.
normally.
I heard, listen, I'm gonna
That's
put it out there
intense.
because now that you said that, I heard Smack, and he don't know I heard this shit on the phone. Remember the clip with T-Rail and them and out there with academics?
Yeah.
Remember when she kind of like slipped off the front of the boat? His
Oh,
girl?
yeah. That was hilarious.
He was making comments about what ain't back there.
He was hating on her booty?
He was
Smack?
He was saying, "Well, what back there?"
Smack, you're not supposed to do
He
that.
said, "Shit look better in clothes than out of clothes." He's so you said he said that he might have been drunk. You know they say that liquor make your ass tell the truth.
All right, but I'm going to do something very rare, and I'm going to shoot Heather Sanders some bail. Heather Sanders, for being like whatever she is, like early 30s or whatever, she looked good.
I have listen. That's
I'm
the
just gonna be
homie
real.
wife.
I've clowned
I'm
on her in
not
the
getting a
past.
compliment about what she look
all right.
like at
She
all.
look all right. Smack, you putting dick in Crip Mac. You dating Crip Mac. You ever seen his bitch?
Putting dick in Crip Mac. What the?
It looks like he might have put a wig on Crip Mac. And I don't normally go after people's girls, but Smack, you ain't supposed to be saying that shit
It's
about Heather
above
because
my
you
pay
opening the
grade.
door for us to politic on your bitch.
Are you saying he messing with a broad that look like a pig with a wig?
That is very generous. And I honestly feel bad about saying that about Crip Mac. But Smack, you open yourself up to these kind of
say I
criticisms.
said it anyway. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
I got nothing but love for
I'm
Crip
just
Mac.
saying the fact that he said that about her, it adds up because he damn sure was making comments about what was it back there.
I mean,
that's the homie wife. So
They need to do a handicap fade right now. Special Olympics fade behind the back on Fig office, 1 arm versus 1 foot. Settle that issue.
he really said his wife is a 2?
I swear to God, I seen the clip. It was pretty wild. And I'm gonna be
That's
real,
wild.
like I ain't seen a lot of clips from them lately. It feels like even the fan page has kind of lost interest, which is weird.
That's a little different.
I saw that clip and I was like, wow, maybe
That's a little different.
I might need to catch some full episodes because this shit is fire.
And what did Trell say?
T-Row, you could tell he was pissed. He was not feeling it.
Yeah, that's a
pretty-
problem.
Between two people who are supposed to sit on the podcast all the time together,
That's crazy.
I don't know. I was like, that's a wild.
Well, it makes sense because he damn sure commented about what it wasn't.
I'd do the opposite. I'll just tell you.
Yeah, I
your
ain't,
girl
you know, Heather's
I
cool.
wish.
T-Well, that's his wife. Yeah, I don't even have no judgment on that. But damn, Smack.
Hey,
As soon as he find a replacement, he gonna get smacked.
same guy who told on the Hoovers. Anyway, Adam and Wack show.
Wait,
Oh,
R&B.
the Queen.
I've been focused, overly focused, being a selfish, self-centered dumbass.
Why you say that?
I have been. Sometimes men, we get full of ourselves and when we're wrong about shit, we talk about everything but what we're wrong about. I have to admit, the woman that's changed me, she makes me see shit that I would never have seen. That, I don't give up. But she's right.
What?
I've been a self-centered, selfish individual who's only been concerned about what he has going on and what he wants to do and not took her feelings into consideration.
You're gonna let her peg you?
No, I'm apologizing to my queen. Reset. Checking myself.
Wait, you just been a dickhead overall, or what?
Well, yeah.
Just a
And didn't
general
realize it,
apology?
but-
hey, I'm a horrible person.
But
Sorry.
it's the truth. Like, it's real shit. Sometimes we get in our own self and our own mind, and it's about what we doing and what we want.
Okay.
And we not considerate on your significant other.
So, but you want to publicly apologize to her for some of your bad behavior in the past. You just feel like you just didn't treat her with the respect she deserved. Certain
Kind of,
moments?
sort of. Not that serious, but serious.
Okay.
Because any little thing that works against her happiness is serious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We must build our women up.
Well,
Not
here goes the thing.
Smash them down
Here
into the
goes the
ground
thing.
and drop them off on the blade.
Here goes what we totally ignore. When you got a woman that's constantly building you up, you have to work harder at building her up. Because if she's building you up, then she's putting all her time and effort and strength and thoughtfulness into you. And when you're not doing the same for her, it's that much more weight on her shoulders. And the fear of that is her ass letting your ass go.
So you've hit that point where you're like, damn, I could lose her.
I mean, just the thought of just not paying attention to her feelings on how she sees things, that should already be something implemented before I do anything or say anything, is to always include thoughts of her on, is this beneficial for her? Would this be disrespectful to her? Would she approve of this? And even if you don't have the answer, then don't have that male ego to say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it how I wanna do it. Pick the phone up or go in the room and have that conversation with her. So today, she checked me.
Wow.
And I heard her, but I didn't hear her. But what's best, I felt it later on and said, you know what? If the shoe was on the other foot, I would have flipped the fuck out. We always, as men, tend to do things to our women that if they did half of the shit to us, whatever it may be, it ain't nothing crazy, right? That we would be out, flip out and all that.
Okay, but this is the classic relationship dilemma that happens, I think, is that you got a guy and a girl. The girl wants to be with you so bad that she's just waiting on hand and foot. She's doing whatever you need for her to do. And you, of course, being a man, you take it for granted. You treat her like shit. You cheat on her. You do whatever the fuck you feel like doing.
Kind of shit. You talking crazy.
All right, cheating is
you
what it
talking
is.
about in general.
And then she hits that moment. She's sick of your shit. She's ready to go. At that exact moment, all of us genius level men out there say, you know what? you're the one. I'm going to be nice now.
No.
But then they're stuck with all these memories of you treating her like shit.
I'm going to be real. Like, I got to like really fine tune myself because we coming into a situation. The ego exposed thing. She done put together the episodes and put everything together, and she wrote a whole book. She wrote a book in 5 days.
Wow.
I watched her do it. I'm like, she literally wrote a whole book in 5 days, like a week ago, right? And it's geared around the Ego Exposed, the podcast that I'm like co-hosting on or whatever with her. But if I step in there on some Adam and Wack shit, she gonna wear my ass out. Just like some Kevin Samuels crowd type shit. So I better start getting in tune with what I'm supposed to be as a man. Like on some real shit, like when you always been one way, you don't know you off balance until you find your balance in somebody. On some real shit. And a lot of things we do, we get in the habit of doing, and because they don't say nothing, we think ain't nothing wrong with doing whatever it is we do. It could be some simple shit that's coming in the house. She didn't clean the house, you kick your shoes off and put them in the corner instead of just putting them where they're supposed to be, right? But at the end of the day, me personally, I'm taking heed to paying more attention, and any decision I make, factoring her into considering would this be for or against her she may feel about it.
And also, don't let her hit you with anything bigger than what you hit her with.
No, that's, what's that nigga name? Gorilla Hebrew. And Gorilla Hebrew, your wife is contacting us, says she has audio and video. You might want to holler at us because up here on No Jumper, Adam don't give a fuck about no black people. It's going to be what it's going to be, right?
I love my brothers.
As long as that make him stream, that's a fact.
I love my brothers.
Brother. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. I don't even care if you were a racist. You were a legend, man.
Hey, bro, Hulk wasn't no racist.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
I mean, you might
just got mad.
You might be like,
I was a Junkyard Dog
I could
fan.
tolerate that racism.
I had the big life size. Hulk Hogan, the big ones.
Would it be,
you know what I'm saying?
If you heard audio recordings of me basically describing if one day my daughter were to date a black man, that would basically be like the worst possible outcome?
Adam, you've already said that
I
shit.
have not said anything like that.
That's a fact. Brick Baby told us.
What?
Yeah, he said he got the content, and if you don't do what's right and put money on this book,
would you not agree that would make me racist?
You don't want your daughter with a black man?
I don't give a fuck.
A lot of people don't want
I have my fingers crossed, though. I am hoping that she becomes a stud, though, because I feel like that's smooth sailing.
You want your daughter to be a stud? Why are you even thinking about that?
All these homophobic ass 40 and 50-year-old black men live in fear that one day their son will become a zest ball, but nobody's worried about their daughter becoming a young
You only want her
MA.
to become a stud so you won't have to answer questions about the shit you've done.
No, I feel like that's probably going to happen either way. But if she becomes a stud, I mean, women don't kill each other. Women don't beat each other. It's way better.
That, bro, you're weird.
I'm just saying that would be smooth sailing.
You should be thinking about that. She's like 5 or 7 or some shit.
I know, but it just caused me to think about the fact that, like, even somebody like Boosie, his daughter's gay. I mean, you don't really hear anything about it.
Why? Like, Boosie, did he take a plea? He took a plea, right?
He's going to take a plea soon.
Yeah, I've been hearing things. I've been hearing things about this plea.
I went to a boxing lesson this morning with my daughter.
Did you hear things about this Boosie plea?
Oh, I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, you're running from it.
What, you're saying he's telling? Oh, we got the work.
I didn't say that. I never said he was telling, but I've been hearing things.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But what do you think he's probably going to get for that? A couple years?
3 to 5.
Oof.
I hope we get 33
terrible,
months.
Man. That's awful.
The reason why he's taking the plea, I get it. I totally get it.
What, because he doesn't want to face 10 years or whatever?
Well, that because it could possibly be another charge and to make sure somebody else is protected. So as a father, understand it.
Yeah, dude. That shit sucks, man.
You ain't taking no pleas. You telling on everybody.
Dead homies.
That's a fact. Y'all better stop taking him to your sets. And on that note,
I still have not seen any illegal behavior in these sets.
Seen.
They don't even show me the choppers. They don't show me nothing.
You were looking?
I mean, if they showed me, I would look, but I still haven't, like, in all those hood vlogs I did, Well, besides the Texas one, because they just outside with their pipes like crazy. But in Toronto, never saw a gun. New York, never saw a gun. Chicago, okay.
If you were offered $250,000, would you do a threesome with Crip, Mac, and Lupe?
Do I have to f him?
No, what the
So I just got to.
Why is that in your mind?
How long?
I don't know. Shit, I don't know how with that. I don't.
So I got to f Lupe for 20 minutes?
You and Crip Mac running the train on Lupe.
A train? So I get to go first and then he goes after?
Well, no, y'all.
Yeah.
One in the front, one in the back.
$250,000, a lot of money. I'm down.
One in the front, one in the back.
I'll put my kid through college with that.
And you have to be in the back.
I don't care. You know, whatever.
After she had a bean and cheese carne asada. You on the Adam and Wack show. Well, we give no fuck.
We talking about that real shit that you all need.
Real fool. Brick Baby said he wanted to fade with me.
My attitude, $250,000, I'll do.
Hold on, who was it? Brick Baby said he wanted to fade with me.
He did say that. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Why you want to fight me?
You've been in there for too long.
What did he say? Hey, he talking about he getting out. He scared me.
I could totally understand wanting to beat the shit out of you, but
who, Brick?
I don't feel like he should be saying he's gonna fade. I mean, he's a little guy.
The dude that he got caught on the wire with, that implemented him, just got his case dismissed.
Oh, yeah?
He took the first plea like 5 years early, like April, but he died in June. So in the interest of justice, they had to drop it.
Man, maybe I should take it into my own hands, and anybody who might have information on Brick Baby, I should just go kill him.
No, I think what Brick's going to do is he's going to snitch on the dead man.
Oh, he has told me that he thinks that's chill.
No, I think he's going to snitch on because he's pretty adamant.
A lot of people, though.
Now he didn't heard the dude died. I think he already was probably working. Now he really finna work. I believe he got some shit to say about some other people, but I believe Brick is definitely about to unload on dude's corpse.
You know what we should do? You remember how like Kanye went to the Diddy trial one day? Me and you ought to get the illest suits and just pull up to the big U trial one time.
Who?
Me and you.
That's Eddie Boy job.
Actually, nah, I don't want to get in.
I don't be fucking around with niggas' court dates.
They're gonna kill me over that.
I think that's you jinx yourself.
Yeah.
I don't around with niggas' court dates.
Yeah.
Somebody just did that on Clubhouse.
They might be looking for you.
They went to a dude's court date and then got booked.
Wait, really?
Swear.
Damn.
Yep.
One time when I was still in my BMX life, my friend fell riding bikes and knocked all his teeth out. So we brought him to the hospital. Broke my leg riding at the hospital.
I used to drive up to Soledad to visit my oldest brother when he was in the penitentiary. He when he was 18, right? To drive up there with his wife. Rest in peace, Johnny Speed. In a Pinto, right?
Johnny Speed is crazy.
That was her name, Johnny Speed Jones.
He had that speed?
So, when I'm sitting in reception, Delano, they say, Jones, J70, Transpac.
Transpac?
Guess what the first prison they sent me to? Soledad. So I don't like to go visit niggas in jail because the first prison I visit my brother in is the first prison they sent me to. I don't like to go niggas court dates, courtrooms, right? I stopped when the wet 40 shit was gone. I stopped going, right? You know, Pooh used to always try to get me, bro. I do not like going in them courtrooms.
My pops was at McKean in Pennsylvania.
Your pops? It was your pops the Klan?
No.
What was he, a fucking schemer or fraud? I'd be getting attacked.
He had a mail fraud charge, so he did a year in the feds.
He did 12 months in a day?
I think, yeah.
Oh, he was a rat.
No.
Yeah, that's the T.I. shit.
No, they were trying to get him to tell him.
We might have to pull his daddy work. You wouldn't mind, would you?
For sure. He'll pass with flying colors.
Yeah, we're going to pull his
Phil
work.
Graham Mason,
12,
never that.
12 months in a day. That's that rat shit.
I thought it was a day less than.
No.
If I remember correctly, it was a day less than a full year.
But he had to ask because him and George Clinton was friends, right? Bill Clinton.
You're thinking of
Bill Clinton, right?
Bill Clinton, not Parliament's.
I mean, I'm thinking about because Bill Clinton was a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bill Clinton was friend. He partnered him, right?
Hey, yo, if you could prove to me that my dad told, that would be,
we are finna run the content exposers. Lavish Prince.
That would be so good. I don't even care. Honestly, I would look.
My man Ghost, we are pulling the content on his dad.
It's always been a matter of pride to me that my dad told me that he could have not done any time if he had told on his boss, and he didn't.
If your daddy got a... Damn, but if he been pardoned, shit sealed. Huh, LJ?
Maybe that was part of the plan.
It's sealed if he pardoned, right?
He knew one day I would be doing a podcast
if he
with a
pardons
gang
his
member.
file sealed,
Like, we gotta get that shit sealed.
in the feds, if the president pardon you, do they seal your shit? We going to pull your daddy content.
He just pulled up my dad's record.
Is that it? Are we going to get him?
It says sealed though.
Exposers go get Siak, and we can't even call him a Rezat.
On screen though.
We can't even call him a Rezat because he's been pardoned. Oh, your daddy lucky.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's been pardoned, so we can't really say. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull up, what's that other weird nigga name? The other nigga that was talking crazy about Harry-O. Harry-O got a pardon, and I'm gonna see if his shit shows sealed.
Hey, yo, if my dad ratted, then we gotta expose his ass. 1090.
Yo, hey, Adam's dad, we on your ass. 1 Adam 12.
May the truth shall come to light. Pops, we gonna fry your ass
I know
up.
this. Y'all see how he don't give a fuck about his dad? He damn sure don't give a damn about none of it.
Listen, if he told, he told. This should be part of the public record. I want to know what I'm working with here. I never engaged in a criminal conspiracy with him, though.
Him and your mom are still together?
Yeah. Telling together. No, I'm just kidding. I'm jumping the gun. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Adam and Wack, we got the best crack on the West Coast. You already know that.
Tune in or tune out. Or get tuned on.
That way. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back real soon.
Frosty the Snowman.
Was a Pokemon hunter.